Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Wick, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big rise and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making Pinkston so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Boteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ryan Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Told y'all, man, we gonna shock the world, man. We been waiting on this for some time, man. We got the real man. No, we not done. We not done. D1, see y'all at the end of these films. Hey, believe it. I don't know. Hey, we looking at that. It's all going 7.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
Everybody turning this out.
Man, appreciate the number one podcast and the DFW, the Dub, coming through. They always showing love.
Go ahead, Sway.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm saying what Gates was saying. We number one.
Oh, okay.
I thought you had a question. I'm like, go ahead. I thought you had a question.
Go ahead. You gonna start it out. Go start it out this Sway. Hey,
No.
man, it's Sunday night, man. You know what I'm saying? Time change. But you know, just like every Sunday night, we gotta talk about it. What's happening, homies? How y'all doing?
The Dub, baby, we the ones.
Yes, sir. We got the starters in tonight. What's up, Lonzo?
Man, greetings, J Mac. Greetings, Sway. I gotta say this, man. The people have spoken, but the scoreboard don't lie. B-Rise won. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's
Oh. Well, B-Rise did win.
Hey, B-Rise definitely was.
All hell, Waxahachie High School.
Just wish I could win on these damn picks now. Damn.
Well,
Man,
B-Rise,
Well,
I want to humbly come to you, B-Rise, and say, I apologize, because I did doubt you too. Remember, I said they weren't going to get in the playoffs, so
yeah.
Respect.
That's okay.
Hey, but you know what? I mean, if we just being honest, man, I both of them was right because the Lancaster made it, Waxahachie made it. The one that everybody thought was gonna make it is the one that lemon booty of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Year.
So we gotta talk about we gonna break down 11-6-8. Yeah, we gotta break down 11-6-8, man, because a lot is going on, man. But before we do that, man, play with a little interview with man B-Rise.
Hey, we here with the defense coordinator for West Mesquite. Hey, man, your defense came back time and time again, getting put in bad situations, man. Talk to us about it.
Well, our mentality is it really don't matter what situation you put in. It don't matter what the offense doing.
Man with the plan right here. Man with the plan.
Listen, it don't matter what the offense doing, what the defense, what the special teams is doing. At the end of the day, any situation we put in, we got to win. You know what I mean? And backs against the wall. That's why we started this Jungle West thing. It's the fight, man. Fight until you can't no more. So at the end of the day, the kids did a great job fighting all night. You know what I mean? Number 6 was a hell of a back. He was a damn good back. And again, I thought our plan was pretty good, and we executed it pretty well. But 6 made some plays on us. But at the end of the day, we did enough to get the win.
Yes, sir. Hey, your DBs really showed up tonight too, man. Talk to us. You had a real special with number 2, man. Talk to us about him for a second.
So, Greg Gibson, one of the best in the country, man. I've coached a lot of great DBs. You know, not to be arrogant or anything like that, but he has what it takes. Any program that's Division I that hasn't knocked down our door to talk about this kid needs to come holler at us because he's a hell of a playmaker. Tonight he plays safety. He's played everywhere in the secondary for us. He played corner, he played nickel, and tonight he plays safety. He had a block kick, 2 picks. I think he scored a touchdown too.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that joker is a baller, okay? And I'm just proud of him, man. He did a hell of a job.
Yes, sir. Once again, man, congratulations, district champ.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it.
That coach got so much swag, man.
Go ahead, B-Rod. Talk to us about it, man. Well, number one, give us your impression of West Mesquite, defensive coordinator. You know, we met him in person for the first time.
Oh, yeah, he cool, yeah, man. Swag that dude, man. Good, man. Damn good DC, man. But let me just start off by saying this. That West Mesquite and Newman Smith, hey, man, we got a good rivalry brewing over there. They finna go back and forth for years to come. I'm hoping they stay in the same district like that Irvin and Richardson type deal. Cause man, we finna have a damn good rival.
Yes,
but
sir.
but let me start out, man. Newman Smith, man, they struck first, man. You know, they scored first. You know, they came out, man. Their energy was unmatched. They came out. West Mesquite got the ball, man. They stopped them, man, in their tracks. Then, you know, West Mesquite started to get their momentum, man, and let's go twice. But let me see. What got Newman Smith, man, that special teams, man. I know Coach Boone, I can already know Monday, man, they gonna spend at least 45 minutes on special teams, man. Special teams bit them in the butt.
Yeah.
Man, it bit them in the butt, man. But they did get a good onside kick, you know, the very last minute, you know, to try to, you know, make something out of nothing. But overall, man, West Mesquite just, you know, they played a good game. The better team won that night, man. But I was highly impressed with both teams. But one thing I would take from that as the game, when Newman Smith, when their players were down, they had their heads down. What Boone say, J-Mac, he said, man, what y'all got your head down? We got a game next week. We good. Yeah, I like that. Players like, man, like, hey, like, get your head up. I like that. Hey, we got a whole game.
That's how leaders act, right? You know what I'm saying? They wasn't down there just, you know, wilding and crying. You know, he was like, hey, man, you know, let's go. We got another one. We lost this one. Let's get ready for next week, man. But I agree with you, man. I was really impressed with both teams. I feel real bad for Newman Smith because they lost their starting quarterback before this game. And I really do think it'd be a different game if that starter was there, because there was a lot of passes that wasn't made that probably would have been.
It was on drivers too, though. Like you know.
Yeah, so you know, I think it might have been a better game with the starter. But hey, man, shout out to them, man, for showing up with the second string quarterback. They routed around them. They played their butts off, man. I was impressed with them, man.
Yeah, the backup didn't play bad. Yeah, the backup didn't play bad.
Salute to both teams. I do like that. I don't know. Did y'all see any of that? Swag and Lonzo?
The game?
I caught some of the clips. Go ahead, Swag. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good, Lonzo. I saw the highlights.
Yeah. I mean, it was good, man. I mean, you know, West Mesquite, they probably was gonna finish undefeated. Now, Lonzo, this is where I gotta ask you, because I know you up north, you know what I'm saying, and you up in that Texoma, North Texas area, you know.
Yeah.
But if West Mesquite lines up first round against Frisco Wakeland, what you think?
West Mesquite will take it. And I know because it shocked me the other week when Wakeland beat Lone Star. And it was one of those games because it is, you know, a rivalry game. I think Lone Star got caught slipping. And I don't think they'll get caught slipping until they go deeper into the into the playoffs. Wakeland has a good squad, but West Mesquite is kind of one of those teams to where you got lightning in a bottle. It's like the perfect blend. You got the coaches that are on fire. You got a new system. You got a whole campus, the whole town, actually the whole city of Mesquite that's actually on board. So I really do see Mesquite taking that game. And I honestly don't see it being close.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait, what you think?
Man. Man, it's hard. I will say this right quick, Zoe, to what you just said about Lone Star. I don't know if you've seen my 6A list I just did the other day about the playoffs, but on my 5A list that I'll probably do tomorrow, Lone Star is actually my 5A most overrated team. They are. And I do think they won't go past round 2. But as far as this game goes, man, it's the heart right here is with my brother in Mesquite, Coach Jackson. It's one of that's like one of my favorite coaches, man.
Right, man.
Favorite coaches, and outside of football, just a real good homeboy. Wakeland, on the other hand, they've been here in the playoffs, so it's like it's a toss up. But I'm gonna definitely have to, take my hat and go out to where it's at.
Yeah, something like that.
The Wranglers.
Oh, that's my bad. Wrong one. I said Longhorn. I'm thinking about Cedar Hill. They playing basketball next week. The Wranglers. My bad. I said the wrong thing. Why do you think of West Mesquite the Longhorns? That's WTY in Cedar Hill. But Mesquite, man. I'm like Zoe. This team is hungry. Greg Gibson, as you just heard in the clip, Greg Gibson is one of the most underrated players in Texas. That kid has the it factor. He had the it factor at Seagoville. He had the it factor now. He is that dude. He's that dude. Now, no shades of Seagoville, and I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. Seagoville, no shade, but he didn't have that same exposure he had this year. He had last year over there. His name is out there now. His name is out there now. So I think Greg Gibson is flying under the radar as one of the best players right now. But who is not being talked about is DeMarcus Ballard. DeMarcus Ballard has been balling. He's been balling. He quarterbacks. He's the engine of that West Mesquite ball club over there. He's balling. So I think West Mesquite goes far as DeMarcus Ballard take them. That's how I look at it.
My only thing with West Mesquite swag is that their playoff experience.
Yeah.
Because I do favor West Mesquite, but that's but they got Wakeland, man. They there every year, and they give everybody they play a tough game. It don't matter. They always a tough first round out for anybody.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're tough out. You know what I'm saying? So I slightly favor West Mesquite.
Yeah, but you can't count out because I'll tell you, man.
No, I was saying, man, they're experience.
Wakeland and Reedy, them type teams in Frisco, man, they are hard. They hard to get out in the playoffs, man. I'm gonna be honest. They come and play.
I say West Mesquite by 10 or more.
Hey, I'm reading them comments. Aaron and Corey Green. They say I like a porn star.
Yeah, and we got Pastor Tutson on, and here you are.
Hey, my bad. I'm in Halloween costume.
I don't need all these extra titles, man.
I'm in my Halloween outfit still. I'm Ron Jeremy. I'm just
But I do like that, man. I like West Mesquite. I think in the playoffs, I would love to see Greg Gibson on offense a little bit more. To me, he's probably the most explosive offensive player. on top of being the best defensive player. So, but hey, man, you know.
But you know what, J Mac? I'm gonna tell you something. You've been preaching this for years now, since we started this podcast. And and this year, you're getting a lot of what you've been preaching. You've been preaching that a lot of teams should play their best players both ways. And from Decorian Moore on to I done seen others, you have really been getting your wish, bro. Because I've been seeing a lot of schools using that method.
Yeah,
and it's working.
Why not?
It works.
Yeah, you better try to
crazy, man. I mean, this has always been my theory about that. Like, how many teams in high school, honestly, has 22 starters? Like,
you right.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you got kids that's talented, your best players, they shouldn't just be on the field one time. You know,
let me get my opinion on that. Let me get my opinion on that though. The reason why we don't see it a lot, this is just my opinion. Maybe we get tired on. He gonna find it. These coaches, they don't want to hurt these parents' feelings. I mean, they know. These coaches know. I mean, I think when we get nitty gritty and out there, hey man, you know, such and such, hey, he the athlete. We want him to start at cornerback this game. You already know, little Johnny Dad gonna have an issue with that.
Hey man, little Johnny Dad can sit his ass down somewhere. Look,
to be real, I know. Mike. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Mike. You know, that's the dad of a great two-way Mike out there at Wiley East. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what up, Mike?
You know the funny thing about that.
On yards and shutting down the best receiver on another team.
But we don't see it because the parents get, they get their feeling. They say, hey,
you're a weak ass coach if you let parents tell you who to play.
But guess what, though? I found out something this weekend on the Carter sideline. Travis Hunter is inspiring a lot of young men. I had Carter kids telling me, hey, Mr. Whitfield, I want to be the next Travis Hunter. I want to play DB and receiver. And he caught a pick six and caught a touchdown pass in the game the other night. Like, they really out here trying to be like Travis Hunter. And that's a good thing because, like you said, Jay, it's coming back now. The two-way is coming back. We said it a couple weeks ago. Like we said,
I ain't saying he got to start every play on both sides, but you definitely can play on both sides.
Yeah, like I said 2 weeks ago. Right. I mean, I ain't being funny, but hell, I think Decorian Moore is one of the best damn defensive backs in the state. Outside of being a receiver, keeping it real. He shut down. Hell, when he in there, you don't catch shit out him. So,
you see that post I made?
It's the truth.
I was thinking, like the Soto. I was like, man, they better put Singleton back there. I'm like, shit, they need help. I'm like, they do something. But
just saying, like, that two-way game is coming back. J Mac, you preached it years ago, and you getting your wish. It's coming.
Yeah, and especially, I think anytime. I just feel anytime you good enough to do it, you could do it. Like, you ain't gotta be like Decorian don't play every defensive snap. No. But when a nickel defense run in, he go in.
Mm-hmm.
When they need a stop, he goes in. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can use the players, like we talk about West Mesquite. Gibson, dude, when he scored on that long pass, I was talking to B. Rise. I was like, bro, they could do that all night.
Right.
All night if they want to do it. Because there wasn't nobody over there at, no disrespect to Newman Smith, but there wasn't nobody over there that could run with him.
Yeah, he's stud, man. He's stud.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying they got to play every snap both ways like Travis Hunter, but I'm sorry, you can't show me, and I'm talking about even some of these 6A teams ain't got 22 starters, and they damn sure ain't got 44. So you can't you might have 44 players, but you ain't got 44 quality starters.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So Douglasville the best team in Texas, and they got a two-way player, so you could do it. And I think Soto probably could do it. I mean, if I was them, I probably I saw a clip of 13 Savage. I think it was 13 Savage in
Yeah,
junior
he
high.
can play defensive back too. Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you now, in the playoffs against a good team, you will see Dalen Singleton lined up in defensive back. I promise you will.
You can see Lil Tiger play safety. He can play strong safety.
Tiger can play safety.
Yeah, he can play strong safety. Look shit.
Yeah. Like I say, man, sometimes you gotta go facts over feelings, man. And at the end of the day, you trying to win.
Yep.
That's the bottom line right there. You're trying to win. And these players nowadays, they do it doing 7-on-7 anyway. So you know that's
right,
getting your skilled players ready for the season. And
You're
I
right.
saw it all through 7-on-7, and I see Matt Stepp in here. He's supposed to be the Nanook of the North up there in Canada. But I see him in the chat, and he was interviewing athletes out there. They play both ways all the time. You see it. Even, you know, I know we're not going to really talk about that tonight, but even in Anna up there, Zay Gentry, he plays offense, defense, special teams. He's out there maybe 10 plays on offense, but they target him about 4 times. And it's just electric plays. They make sure to get the ball in his hands so you can kind of manage their time to where they're not playing, you know, all the plays on one side, you know, both sides of the ball the whole game. But when you get the ball, because like Gibson, when he got the ball in his hands, he's electric. You can't keep him off the field. And there's so many players that are like that. And you're wondering why these coaches don't utilize them, because it's going to keep the other teams honest. Because they'll say, man, he get the ball in his hands, I know once he gets it, he's taking it to the house. So you can't, like J-Mac, like you were saying, these coaches, if they sit up here and they listen to the fans and booster club members and talking about, you know, my baby the best. Nah, you trying to win.
Right.
You trying to win. Save feelings for later. Let them play on senior night when y'all up 63-12. Then y'all put them out there. You want to showcase the play.
Little Johnny can rotate. We didn't say we gonna play every snap, so he gonna get some snaps. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get.
Speaking of two-way players, Kimball experienced against who the hell they just beat? Conrad, and shit, Warren scored twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and say Warren got some speed. I ain't no Warren that damn fast.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can go
fast as hell.
Yeah, Kimball.
So now they got something they can do new. So like, man,
it's playoffs. They trying to get there now.
Well, he actually scored 3 times. They called back one. He was gone too. They called it back. But man, they even
I'm just saying. And now I'm gonna transition to two-way play over there at Anna. Don't y'all got one over there at Anna?
Yeah, actually we have several of them, because even Ziondre, the quarterback, he comes in and plays in the nickel package. So you got Zay Gentry, who's corner safety. He plays, you know, both receivers. I mean, every time he touches the ball, and all of them on special teams, you have Chumley. And I say this, and people gonna get mad, but Chumley, I would say if he's not the #1 best athlete, just overall athlete in the state of Texas, he's right up there, because he plays offense, defense, special teams. He comes in and plays linebacker. That's your starting running back. So they play them both ways to where they're not winded, because they put them in certain times and certain packages. So, I mean, it works, because you want your best 11 out there on the field. You don't want someone out there, and not saying that because the other players understand that everybody has their role, that it opens it up. Because if you have a player, like I'll go back to Gibson, you have a player like Gibson on the field, they're going to double cover him. So that other receiver on the other side going to be open. It's going to be all day. So it's so many packages that you can use that. That's what they do with Zay, with Gentry. He maybe plays 10 plays a game on offense. Like I said, they target him 4 times. He's going to get 3 catches. He's going to get a touchdown, or awfully close to getting a touchdown, because he's just that, you know, much of an electric player. He's a kickoff returner. He's on, kick. He does it all. So you got to have your best players out there. And I personally look forward to it. I remember the day. I think even going back to the days, I know I'm telling my age, but I'm not that old, but looking at the highlights when they used to wear the leather helmets, all the players went both ways. You know, so it's nothing new. These young men can do it. Like I said, they do it all the time, 7-on-7. They playing basketball, ripping up and down the court. So they in shape. You know, they don't come in using the season to get in shape. They stay in shape all year. And these strength and conditioning coaches are, you know, some of the best that I've even seen on a professional level here at these high schools.
I agree.
I agree, man. And they're young. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of 15, 16, 17-year-olds, dude. Like, shit, they got energy for days.
I agree.
They can go out there and play. You know. But moving on, Swaggy, you was over there at Carter Pinkston, which I thought was going to be a competitive game, man. But it seemed like Carter went out there on Pinkston senior night and let everybody know we shutting that down, man. We shutting that down. So just kind of give us a little brief overview of how that game went and what stood out. And I think the season is already set, right, for the district.
It ain't set, but I do want to say hats off. And I told him after the game, I whispered in his ear after the game. I said, "Hey, man, you had an it factor. You have the tools to go all the way from here to college to the pros." And that kid looked at me and said, "Thank you, coach. I appreciate that." And that kid is Coleman. I can't say his last name. OB or something like that.
Yeah.
The quarterback for Pinkston. Hey, that kid is a baller.
Yeah.
He's a baller. He gave us a little bit of a scare in the first quarter when they tied it up 7-7. Then from there, Carter just caught fire, and the Carter running back just caught fire, and it went from there. And for you know it was 41-7. But Pinkston, man, they played a hell of a ball game. They didn't give up. You get down 41-7. You got a running clock put on you. Next time you know, you score 2 unanswered touchdowns, and you know you start building for next week. Man. Now this how it goes, J Mac. Wilmer Hutchins lost to Pinkston earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
Pinkston plays Conrad next. All Pinkston got to do to get in is beat Conrad, and they're in. But here go the flip part of it, though. If Lincoln somehow upsets Carter this week, no, correction, Lincoln eliminated. They lost to North Dallas. So Lincoln and North Dallas is eliminated. Yeah, they lost to North Dallas. You heard it right.
Oh,
yeah, they eliminated Lincoln and North Dallas eliminated. So for Pinkston and Hutch, it just come down. If Pinkston beats Conrad, then Pinkston is number 3 and Hutch is number 4. But if somehow Pinkston loses to Conrad, Pinkston 4. But Zoe, guess what, Zoe? I was gonna hit you up too. Zoe, I was this close, bro. This close. Aubrey let me down in overtime. Yeah. I almost had Kimball and Panther Creek in the first round. It was there,
man. That's the matchup I wanted to see. I wanted to see that matchup. I wanted
it bad, man. Trickett and one, I wanted it bad. It was there. Oh, I was watching the game with my phone.
Aubrey had a little hiccup. I had already penciled that in as the matchup. And I'm saying with the way, you know, Panther Creek likes to throw and Kimball DBs, man, that is going to be a matchup.
Yes.
I was looking forward to seeing that.
With Bam, I was on the sideline with Kimball Thursday night talking to Bam. And I was telling Bam, I was like, Bam, I seen him play. I seen him. If y'all get Panther Creek, a lot of people think y'all gonna get blew out. Y'all gonna beat the hell out of Panther Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Because they cannot throw on y'all. He was just like, man, swag. I said, Bam, I'm telling you, Bam, Panther Creek can't mess with y'all, dude. Yeah, they're not gonna throw on y'all. But it's looking like Carter Panther Creek too.
First round.
And that goes. Yep. Let's just go and talk about it, man. That just goes with what I've been telling y'all. The District of Broome is going down. I was looking at the matchups too, man. Shout out to Dave Campbell, man. I was over there. Oh yeah, I saw my man, Matt Steph. Matt Steph, when are you gonna update those projections, man. I saw you ain't did it from this past week.
Yeah, he's slipping.
That
well,
we
gotta give him some slack though, J Mac. It's his better half's birthday, so he's celebrating her birthday up there.
I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna be updated. You know, I am a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? I got the right to ask. So yeah. Right now, man. The Panther Creek Carter, I just think is a bad matchup.
I don't know though, J Mac, because you think about that Carter Kimball game. Carter had that game. Carter really had that game. So Carter has grown since the pre-district. They have matured into the team that we thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season. And so it's hard to beat teams in that first round if you played them during pre-district. I've seen that happen so many times because the team that won comes in, they get a little arrogant and they come in like, oh, we already beat them before. And the team that lost is coming in hungry and they feeding on that because you go back and everybody sees the final score of that game of Kimball Carter. But Carter had so many opportunities to score, do the penalties, do the turnovers, and they've cleaned that up. So I really honestly think this is going to be a better matchup than it was during the pre-district. I really do, because they are the team that we thought they were going to be.
I can do you one better, though. When we played Panther Creek in week 2, you go back and watch the stats. We didn't even run the ball against them like we have been doing now. We tried to throw the whole game. We tried to take on their DBs. And our quarterback in week 2, he just wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready for him. We play them again. If we do get them again next week, we're going to pound their ass all game long. It's time. Just like we did Kimball. We're going to run down their throat. We're going to make them beat it.
Make Panther Creek's defense play, keep them out there on the field.
Exactly.
Keep running because Carter can run the rock. And I saw that too. They wanted to turn it into a shootout, when they played during the pre-district, and that's just not Carter's makeup. Their makeup is it's a balanced game, run it. They got the backs to do it. And I really do. I really honestly it's gonna be a close one, but I really do seeing Carter getting over that hump this year. I do.
There's a team in East Texas who didn't put it out on Twitter already, and everybody else said they didn't say it everywhere. We want Carter. Surfer Springs want us bad.
Well, unfortunately, Surfer Springs probably gonna have Hutch.
Now they can get us if they lose to Panther Creek Friday. They get us again. The loser of that game get us Friday.
Yep. I think Sulphur Springs is going to take that game. Sulphur Springs, when I tell you they speed, Sulphur Springs got speed. They got some speed. They can. That Carter Sulphur Springs matchup would be a better matchup. That would concern me, but I really don't see Panther Creek. I think they're going to be one and done. I really do. I think if they match up with Carter. Because I have a feeling that they're going to lose. Panther Creek is going to lose to Sulphur Springs. And when they match up with Carter, I think Panther Creek going to be one and done.
What you say? Guess what, Zoe? I see you said B-Rod.
Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. These Cowboys, we making a run this year.
I think he said in Swag a pipe dream.
That's all I do. I watch the Panther Creek Carter game, and I have watched that Carter Kimball game. Like I said, you look at because some of us just look at they look at the final score, and they're like, oh man, Kimball beat Carter, but they don't look at Carter had the ball inside the 5 so many times on Kimball. So I'm telling you, it's gonna be a different ball game. It's gonna be a different ball game. And they've cleaned up. Carter has cleaned up those mistakes from that Kimball game.
Popcorn ready, baby.
Tell you, it's gonna be the real deal.
It's gonna be a Cowboy show. Get your popcorn ready. We going far this year. We going this year.
Like I said, dog. If any team at 11-4-8 win in the first round. Meet me and B Rise at Pluckers. I'm gonna buy 100 rings and B Wise. He's gonna put the secret sauce on half of.
I guarantee you, right here on this show, November. What's today? Third. What's today? Second.
Third.
November 3rd.
Yep.
Dallas Carter, Dallas Kimball, Dallas South Oak Cliff will be the 3 DISD schools standing after next week, after Friday night, or whenever we play. All 3 of us is getting out the first round.
All 3 of y'all.
Last year we had 2. This year we're going for the trifecta.
All 3 of y'all, all 4 of y'all is gonna be in layup lines.
You're gonna be shocked, J Mac. You're gonna be shocked.
Carter Kimball sock.
I'm just being honest, man. I don't even I think Kimball got the best chance, because they play Aubrey. But they're gonna have to reach back into the earlier part of the season where they was playing Midlothian and Timberview and get that toughness back because Aubrey is a running team.
That's the only thing about it, J man. You're right about that. Aubrey, man, they runs that bad boy. That's Kimball weakness. So that's gonna be
but if Kimball jumps on top of them early, and I think they will, if Kimball jumps on top of them early and they up 10-0, 14-0, then that's gonna get Aubrey out of that game. I really think that's probably, I don't want to give away his strategy, but that's probably gonna be Coach Bam's strategy is to get up on Aubrey quick. So then they don't have an opportunity to run the ball because they'll get in the panic mode.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. That's probably going to be the game plan. They're going to probably, if they win the toss, they're going to probably take the ball and they're probably going to try to score, and make it a track meet. But, we have to see how that play out. That means they're going to have to, not turn the ball over. They're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, keep the penalties down. It's a lot to go with it. And we talk about the playoffs, as you know, unless you just the elite, talented team, it's the small things that's gonna win or lose you the game. So,
J man, you got Sulphur Springs fans talking noise in the chat. We done beat y'all last 2 times, y'all.
I said it's still free by 40.
We done beat y'all last 20. Y'all don't want no more, do you?
I seen it.
Hey, Antonio, he told me too. He told me, he said, boy, I hope we get Carter, boy.
Damn,
I tell you what, they want some Carter out there in these Texas. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They definitely want some Carter, man.
We sent their ass Green Bay packing twice, did we?
Huh?
We sent their ass Green Bay packing twice, did we?
Yeah, you did. That's why they want you, probably.
We don't mind doing it again. Hey, it's very simple. Y'all lose next week. We'll see y'all at 40. That's where the game gonna be at. It's already said. We see y'all at 40 again. We'll beat y'all at 40 again. 3 straight years.
We'll see, man. Like I said, we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I just gotta go with what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what you think, right?
Yeah. Hey, man, let's give a big shout out to South Oak Cliff, man. They won a hard fought victory 2-0.
I hate you.
Yeah, man.
And I'm clapping like a dumbass.
That was the toughest battle of the season for sock.
Salute, man. Salute.
You
know what I'm saying? That's tough. That was a tough game. Hey, man.
And they won it was the district championship game.
And it was the district championship game. You know what I'm saying? I got another shout out, man. I want to do. Right here, man. I want everybody to give it up, man. Give a big salute to my guy, Coach Sam. And Arlington Bowie. You know what I'm saying? 868 champs. You know what I'm saying? Give it up to them boys, man. Y'all know y'all didn't nobody see.
Yes, sir. Them Texas Rollers.
They got it.
They got it, man. Shout out to Coach Sam. You know what I'm saying? He been low key just over there winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He started off a little bumpy. I ain't gonna lie, he even had me prematurely crowning my man Coach G the King of Arlington.
Say,
right.
Hey, players mess up.
I've been right there with you. Don't feel bad. I was with you, J-Bag. I ride that boat with you. I was with you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me too. I apologize too, Coach.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So I was wrong, man. Shout out to I am curious to see who they would get in the first round.
Big 6A small. A big 6A.
They would go. Let me see.
They going
because
Martin
Bowie, they in Region 1, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, they're in Region 1.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all look at the chat. What would they be? Big.
Anybody? Bowie, Region 1 or Region 2? Anybody know?
D1 or D2?
It should be D1.
Man, let me see.
I don't see them. Damn, Matt Step ain't even got them in the playoff.
God damn, Steph.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah. Okay, then. Okay, so they district will play the Richardson and Irvin district. And they are D2. And right now he got them projected to play. I ain't gonna say beat Dallas Jesuit. That's just kind of a tricky matchup right there.
Yeah, it is.
It is tricky because you don't know what Jesuit you're gonna get. Jesuit's been up and down this year. Like you don't know what you're gonna get out of them.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. Look at Jay. So you tell me you don't got no faith in them beating Jesuit or any other?
Yeah, beat Jesuit,
dog. I mean,
beat Jesuit.
Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Come on, Johnny.
The best team in that Richardson district is Lake Highlands.
Mm-hmm. By
right
far.
now, it'll be Arlington Bowie against Richardson, I think. Either Richardson or Richardson Berkeley. So I think it's Richardson. So Bowie is out the first round. I feel good at saying that.
Man, I don't know.
In the second round, yeah, man.
I don't know, Jay, man.
The second round might get a little tricky.
Why? Oh, yeah, because not really. If they right here, if we go on by these projections, he got the one out of Prosper and Lewisville. And we don't know which Lewisville gonna show up, man. Shout out to Lewisville.
We damn sure don't. You don't know which Lewisville gonna show up.
Yeah. What y'all think about Lewisville?
I think Lewisville
got a lot of youngsters, man. They I call them the Lewisville laddies because they young, but man, like I say, when they actually come as a unit, that's the deal. When you're young like that, you don't know what you're gonna get because they beat Geyer Friday, so they got something. They definitely had a talent. It's just getting them focused, and they're young and they maturing. And I do see them doing a little something, but yeah, they just young. Next year, y'all better look out. If they don't make some noise in the postseason this year, next year, I see Louisville winning this district. I really do.
Ooh, yeah, because Capel gonna have their whole team gone.
Yep, everybody gone. So yeah, Louisville gone. All them youngsters gonna step up in Louisville, and I see Louisville taking this district.
I can see that.
Oh, I agree with you.
What do y'all still do? Y'all think they're a one and done team, or is it because they're young they just don't know no better, and they could not know no better and go 2-3 rounds? Or
well, Jay Maggie,
right?
You said they might play Prosper.
Yeah.
You know they kind of want Prosper. They owe Prosper. Prosper was the team that ended their season when they was undefeated some years ago when they was looking towards playing Duncanville. I was at that game, and they was saying on the sideline the whole damn game, we want Duncanville. And Prosper like, it ain't gonna happen. So I think they looking at that like, hey, they ended our shit like a couple of years ago. Let's take them out in the first round. So I'm with Zoe. I think Lewisville gonna take out Prosper.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
No.
Especially I talk what Allen did to Prosper. I was like, damn, Prosper look.
And Highland Park.
Speaking of which, can we?
Yeah, Prosper they line. I'm sorry, J Mac. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish out. I was about to switch it over. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna talk about Prosper's line. They got all their linemen are D1, and I know it's gonna get people in trouble. Gonna get me in trouble anyway. The views and opinions expressed are those of Alonzo and not J Max, Swagger Sway, or B-Rise or the Dub Southside Football Group. I don't see it. I mean, they're good, but the games that I've watched, I haven't seen it. And Allen really showed you know, they really showed them up during that game. So I really don't see Prosper's O-line giving Louisville the blues. So that's why I said that matchup right there that's why I think Louisville's gonna take it, because really the Geyer game was like a playoff game for Louisville. And they showed up big. And that's why I think they're not going to be intimidated by Prosper. So
hey, J-Mac, a big question is this. Are we seeing a transition out there in Prosper? Are we seeing Walnut Grove about to become the new chief of staff out there? So like Midlothian Heritage took over Midlothian?
We're gonna get there.
Looking that way?
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get there, because what Walnut Grove is doing is
it's looking that way.
We talk about Louisville, but like Louisville is still kind of losing to some teams. Like Walnut Grove's out there with freshmen and sophomores and kicking A.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got a freshman D tackle number 97, dude. This dude, y'all, he was whooping Melissa. He was. He's a freshman. He's a freshman, bro. Oh, like, man. And we're gonna get to Melissa, but let's take a peek real quick at Allen, because I want to talk about Allen, man. Like, are we ready to give Allen their respect? Like that, I feel like Coach Wigg and Allen, they deserve their respect.
Hell yes.
You got to give it to them.
I've been giving it to him. That quarterback is a 3-year starter. And he is lightning speed. Plus, you know, they had home field advantage too. That's why I did that clip about, you know, that touchdown run that really wasn't a touchdown when the referee was getting his mac on. So, but yeah, but Allen, man, they defense, they pound you. Same thing with their offense. They just pound you into submission. And that I say, man, BB, the quarterback, he's a real deal, man. He can play.
Hey, so I got a question for you, on that. Do they beat North Crowley if he wasn't injured last year?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
He's that big of a difference maker. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hate to say it. I agree. He's that good.
I mean, they undefeated, brothers. I'm just saying.
No, we're talking about the last year's game when he was injured. They played North Crowley, he didn't play. What we saying? Do we think they win that game if he did play?
Okay, let's be real. Do Allen beat can Allen beat North Crowley this year? That's the 4th-round game.
Well, we saw in the scrimmage already they couldn't, but that was a scrimmage.
Well, last year they barely, they couldn't beat.
I mean, that didn't mean too much.
But now, B-Rock, to answer your question, I stand on it, man. This is their year.
Mm-hmm.
They're going 16-0.
Who?
The Panthers of North Crowley.
Okay, yeah.
They are my pick. They are my pick right here and right now. I said it from week 1 to now. They are winning the state title this year. They want it. They're hungry. They want it. They want it bad. Jimerson is on a whole nother level this year. You seen him last year, you seen him the year before, but this year, that kid is playing football. Cornelius Warren is like running lights out. That Gibson, they bought in over there. They want it. They want to go get it.
That's going to be a good game to prepare them for Duncanville.
Yes.
I do feel, because by no way do I think that's going to be an easy game.
No.
I think that's going to be a knockdown, drag out war. And it ain't going to be like the one they had with DeSoto. That's going to be in the trenches. That's going to be low. I don't see it being high scoring either.
Mm-mm.
No.
So that's gonna really help them prepare for Duncanville. But I just feel like they need, Allen should get they props, they get their respect, because they doing it, man. They play Plano East next week. That they going undefeated. 10-0.
Sorry, Diggum Smack. Your team will be out. It's not going.
Undefeated, man. Undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, I didn't see the Souls this week. Did they win that game or they lost?
Lost.
Plano East lost how bad?
I think they lost.
I ain't seen no scores none this week. I swear to God, I ain't seen hardly none.
You call yourself a podcaster?
No, bro. I was just so busy this week doing other stuff,
wearing robes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is
Halloween
because they
costume.
lose their out. They lose Plano Senior High is gonna slide into that fourth slot.
Who they play this week, though? Who they play?
Plano East play Allen.
Plano East play Allen.
Well, hell, they ain't getting the playoffs.
And Rock Hill is still in it, but Rock Hill plays McKinney. So I don't see Rock Hill beat McKinney. If Rock Hill beats McKinney, then that's gonna be pretty good because then you're gonna have a 3-way tie. But Plano East is not gonna beat Allen. And I see because Plano Senior High, they're done. They're 4-4. But they had a head-to-head against Pesh. So they are out. Yes.
And they lost by 1 to McKinney.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh, that's like okay. So they gone.
Yeah, they
All right,
out.
fellas. We got that out the way, man. Before we go to a little 5A talk, we gotta go and see what the hell is going on in the District of Doom.
Uh-oh.
I got man.
Uh-oh.
We gotta find out what's going on in the District of Doom. Number one, clear cut. The leader of the bunch, we know is Duncanville, who, by the way, figured out how to run the ball last week. I know it was against Mesquite, but hey, they ran the ball. They ran the ball last week. I'm telling you, if they figure that out going into the playoffs, you're in trouble.
And they figured out everything right now. That there's no way no one defeats them until they get to North Crowley in their last game before state. They're gonna roll everybody ass badly. Real bad.
Now, let's just go and get the elephant out the room, man. What the hell going on in Cedar Hill? I know don't nobody know for a fact, but I need your opinion. Why did Cedar Hill get Lemon Booty of the year?
And you see what happened last week? And you see what happened last week? It's like they just gave up. You see what Horn did to him, right?
Yeah. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, they gave up. Yeah, they just
It's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's not laughable. It's sad, man. We talking about a team that was 4 rounds deep last year to this. Like, man, it's you talking about a team that blew out a 9-1 team. I mean, 8-1 team in Midlothian, who beat Midlothian so bad. Everybody was saying, "Damn, Midlothian gonna have a bad year," and they reeled off 8 straight wins. You would think, and after week 1, I'll see the Hill for be that squad this year. Then, boom, they're not. So, man, it's. Whew. Then the way they got their ass beat by Horn, that would kill me.
Yeah, and I think they're a young squad. Yeah, they got 3 seniors going to Texas. Yeah, they got they returned 80% of the team. They went 4 rounds last year.
Yeah,
and I will say this: it was coaching 2 years ago. Remember? So now it's coaching again. That what we saying?
No,
it ain't coaching.
2 years ago.
It ain't coaching. It's just pure talent, man. You made a joke. Somebody made a joke. I don't know who it was, and that joke is real. But thank God they cracked down the transfers.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I said that, and that's probably the biggest blessing. That's the biggest blessing.
I'll say this. I don't think. At times when I say coaching, I don't think necessarily that the coach is a bad coach, because knowing the coach, he's an outstanding coach. I think sometimes it's like Bill Belichick when he was with the Browns. Everybody think, man, he's a horrible coach. He go to the Patriots and turn it around. Sometimes it's the organization that you align with that could. Now they're gonna give me some trouble. Again, the views and opinions expressed are not expressed on not a J-Mac, or B-Ride. And I just think that when it's I don't think it fits. I don't think it fits. It's because you can't have this many players, the players coming back like that and to get these results, because I thought when they got shellacked by Allen that was an anomaly. I thought, okay, it was Allen, they were up there, but then it just continued to snowball. Because you remember at one point we were talking about, hey, Cedar Hill gonna give DeSoto a run. This is what we were talking about. It was gonna be Waxahachie, Cedar Hill, Waxahachie. Cedar Hill was gonna knock DeSoto off the second slot, and they were gonna slide in there, during preseason. That's how much talent they have on paper. So I don't think it's not necessarily the coaching. I think sometimes when you go that far too, a lot of players get it in their head that it's a cakewalk and not understanding you got a target on your back. Because these other teams knew, like, hey, you went deep in the playoffs last year, and we're gonna show you something this year. I'm not saying about their work ethic, but that's what it seemed like to me. I think they just thought if they walked out there on the field that they were gonna get that W.
Yeah, what you think, B-Rod?
No, I mean, you went further. Hey man, we went from they got a big old O-line, D-line to they can't move nobody. So I don't think it's coaching, man. I just think it's a talent. I just think it's a talent there. It's just a talent. It's come down to talent, man. And it ain't just by being big. Here, everybody in the district big.
Well, I mean,
but B-Rod, if you got 80% coming back from last year, can it be talent? It can't be talent. If they went 4 deep last year,
80% of the team that just went 4 rounds deep.
Other teams got better.
Hey,
that much better. But that much better.
Other teams got better.
I agree with B-Rod on that. I do.
So now they sorry all of a sudden.
I ain't saying sorry. I ain't saying sorry.
Now they ain't got no talent. I mean, go ahead, Swag. Go ahead, Swag.
I'm just saying.
Hey, J-Mac, let's face it, bro.
I ain't even banging coach. We can't bang coach.
You're playing in a district of doom. They call it that shit for a reason.
They were getting
you in the district with DeSoto, state champion, Duncanville, state champion, Lancaster, fourth round of Waxahachie, and even Skyline with one of the best defenses in the state to me. Like nobody give credit for. Like you in a gauntlet, you in a dog fight every week. Every week you're in a dog fight with somebody. Then you get Mesquite Horn, and you can say, you know what? Everybody blew them out. We gonna blow them out too. And shit, they turned around and said, "No, the hell you not. You bring your ass over. Let me hit you with this belt." That's exactly what they did. They whipped their ass. So it just a lost cause this year, man. Hey, ain't no excuses. It's just can't make no excuse, man. They had no good year.
Yeah. I'm looking at it, man, and they was getting their ass whooped before the district started.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at how they're losing, these are games that are not even close. So that's why I say it gets back to I believe they thought if they stepped on the field, because how far they went last year, they were going off last year, and everybody started 0-0. And I think that they just thought, look, like I say, look at that. You can't get away from that. You thinking we went 4 deep last year, and all we got to do is just do enough to get to the playoffs, and then we turn it on. And I understand they playing in the District of Doom, but they've been playing in the District of Doom. So it's not like it's not like they like Lancaster to where all of a sudden you in the District of Doom this year.
You are right.
Cedar Hill has been there. They've been in that district, so they know what it takes, to win. So I just think sometimes it's just not a good fit.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna bring this up, Lozo, real quick, Swag. Do you remember this game? How we took a whole lot of criticism for talking about 17 penalties and how they would come back. Y'all remember this?
Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, I do.
I didn't want to throw that up for the people that were talking all that noise. When we said, and they won 34-15. But when we sat there and said, if this right here don't get no better, it ain't gonna happen the way you think it's gonna happen.
Yep, and you call hell the next day. Yep.
Oh, call hell. Oh yeah. Oh man, I call all kind of hell.
It went in the next week.
Bring it up. Dog Crowley. Dog Crowley had 60. Dog Crowley still undefeated. They kicking ass so
bad. Right. Dog Crowley winning Houston. Y'all winning Hutton. It's a difference.
So you compare apple to oranges. It ain't the same. And I do want to say one more thing before I get off of Cedar Hill. Coach Lynn going to the playoffs again.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And he playing for district championship.
Oh. And he playing for district. Fellas.
Yeah, tell you, man.
How surprised are we that Lancaster, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm very disappointed in Lancaster because they cost me my first place in the picks. And I've learned about Lancaster. I'm not picking them to win unless they back against the wall.
You lost?
Yeah, because I picked Lancaster and Waxahachie beat them.
Damn.
They ain't even show up there. They ain't even go down 35. They didn't even go down 35.
They went 287. But stop. I don't want no bad messages.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, I was real disappointed, man, because
I come in peace.
I just knew that they would go had something to prove that game, and that they would go, show up. But shout out to Coach Tyler and Waxahachie. But I see Coach Matt Diggs is in the building. Hey, how surprised are we that Lancaster beat out Cedar Hill? Or are we surprised?
No, we're not surprised.
We'll come down to it.
I call this.
J-Man, I already told their ass that Hatch was going to finish third and that Cedar Hill and Lancaster, that game was going to be for the fourth spot. I already said, hey, they can't go decide. Whoever win that game. That's why Cedar Hill played them so hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, you did call it.
But I got a question. Do we see a rematch?
About what?
Let's say Lancaster, DeSoto, Hatch, and Duncanville.
But in the
fourth round. So you think that's the big? I don't know. I don't know because Lancaster might have Longview. Depending on who wins, the loser out of Lancaster DeSoto is probably gonna get Longview second round.
Mm-hmm. I don't think DeSoto or Lancaster scared of Longview. I think, man.
I don't think they is either, but
yeah, I know, man. I think both teams can beat them. Honestly. Lancaster beat them last year.
Go ahead, Swag. What was your point?
No, I was answering B-Rod's question. Hell no. We're gonna rematch.
You don't think so?
Not by a long shot. Lancaster
not making it, Swag.
Lancaster offense just cannot find a freaking identity, man. Like, and it's sad because they have so much freaking talent over there. Like, that is a talented ball club, man. Talented. They just can't find an offensive identity. You got Emmanuel Choice. He can't get the damn ball. You got Pippen. He can't get the ball. Like, you got receivers on that team that can just flat out kill defenders, and they can't get the ball. So, to answer your question, J-Mac, no. And like it's a nation, I'm not hating, not at all. I know last year we was on the same page. We beat those bleep, but this year, if y'all get past round one, oh no. Well, no, it'll be in round one in J-Mac.
Who?
The Longview game.
2.
It'll be round 2.
Oh.
2. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but this year
I just
we won't be making no remix. It's gonna be they beat y'all.
What you got, Lazo?
I was gonna say Longview's defense is similar to Waxahachie. And I know J-Mac kept trying to tell the people about these defensive ends at Waxahachie.
They don't listen,
and they
man.
didn't want to listen. When Coach Wiley came on, when he was talking about when they played Capel, when Waxahachie played Capel, he said, man, this is the toughest D-line that we have seen and will probably face throughout the regular season. And Longview has that same matchup on that side because it was a slugfest between them and SOC, and it came down to the end. And I see Longview has that bitter taste in their mouth from last year with Lancaster, and it's hard to get the ball to your outstanding receivers when you're on your back. And so it's like Waxahachie's defensive ends, they two of the best, man, and they proved that. Because I think this is the same Lancaster that was going toe to toe with North Crowley first game of the season. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like you said, they got the weapons, but no matter who you are, you can be the greatest quarterback in the world, but if you constantly running for your life, it's hard. It's hard to to throw on a dime when you're running for your life, when you're on the run. So I see Longview, they had that same makeup, defensively, and that'll be a tough matchup, for Lancaster. And I see your digs in the chat. I didn't put points together. You were just upset because, like I said before, the people have spoken, but the scoreboard don't lie. So now you did your dump talking about the Waxahachie Lancaster game didn't even matter. Come on, son, get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Okay, J-Mac. Okay, J-Mac. You with me at the Duncanville game? You was there with me.
Yeah.
How many times did Emmanuel Choice get targeted?
Oh my God. Hardly none.
That's what I'm saying. You don't utilize your best talent, man. Like, I didn't see Lancaster play 3 times this year on TV and in person. And I don't see no drop back bums. I don't see no good play. All I see is outs, 5-yard outs, little screens. Like, I don't see plays where you can just get him an open field and just, Jamar chase someone. So if the play calling get better, then yeah. I think Lancaster is one of the most dangerous teams in the state. But the play calling has been trash this year. I'm not scared to say it. It's the truth. The play calling has been awful. Against Duncanville, well, I was there at that game. If you have better play calling, you in a good ball game with Duncanville. Duncanville gave you plenty of chances to stay in the damn game. But you get down the field and you do dumbass play calling and just be real about it.
Oh.
It's the truth.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be too hard on the OC because I thought he did great against North Crowley in the North Crowley game. I thought he did great.
Me too.
I didn't think he did bad against the Lido game. I just think we don't know. We don't know all the time what's going on. We don't know who hurt and who ain't hurt. But I do agree. with you, Swaggy. And I don't know why coaches make this so hard. Like, best players get the ball. It is what it is. Like, it's high school, bro.
Yeah,
it's high school. You best just give your best player the ball. That's like that should be. I ain't a coach, but but shit. I mean, Pee Wee coaches know that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me be real about this. If Duncanville was in a dog fight with someone, if it happens, they're gonna find creative ways to get that damn ball in the hands of number one.
Yep.
Creative ways to get the ball in the hands of their best playmaker. Whether it's an out, slant, screen, line in the backfield, anywhere. Number one is gonna touch that damn football to make an impact to win that game. Lancaster got to find a way to do the same exact damn thing. Get that damn ball in the hands of number one. Mm-hmm. He is that dude. Okay. Choice need to touch the football. If Choice touch the football, you win games.
I think 1, 3, and 2. All
exactly. I think all three of them. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, they still fighting for this game they got coming up this week, man, against DeSoto. This is not for nothing. This is for the number 1 seed in D2 coming out the district. So we can't compare this to the Waxahachie. If people want to say the Waxahachie game wasn't for nothing, well, this game is for something.
Right.
And
J-Mac, can you say that one more time? Can you say that one more time for me?
We can't be close, J-Mac. This Lancaster.
J-Mac, can you say that one more time for me?
No.
When you said about this game is for something, and don't try to say that the Waxahachie game was for nothing. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
I can rip that part and loop it.
Even though that's a lie, because it's a district game. You can't say and it was for third place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if anybody's saying Lancaster against Waxahachie was for nothing,
hell no.
You got some other motives. Yeah, they was already in the playoffs, but it was still for third in district, which means something the district is doing. So, but this game against DeSoto is for the first seed in D2. And I'm just gonna be honest, Coach Matthews is on a roll. He's just trying to put 70 on everybody he played. So if Lancaster go out there with that same mentality they had last week against Waxahachie, I promise you, he gonna score 70 on him.
Yep, it's gonna be a long night.
So it was for third place. How is that nothing?
I don't know. You gotta talk to your man talking about the dump. See, I even tried to go get furniture at the
there
dump, and one couch leg was longer than the other. Man, the lampshades didn't match at the dump. So, man, don't go to the dump and don't read Matt Diggs' dump. Don't read it.
I love Matt Diggs' dump. I ain't gonna lie. I read it every Saturday morning, just like the paper.
Y'all in the chat. Hey, y'all in the chat.
But you know what they used to use newspaper for,
Diggs on. Brain Diggs on. Brain Diggs on.
He don't want to come on because he's miserable. This after next week, we won't hear from Diggs until February when we start getting deep into basketball. He's done. He's toast. I told you, John Henry told his captain that a man ain't nothing but a man. Machine was made by man. You can keep plugging in those numbers into that back computer if you want to. And at the end of the day, the players got to play. And shout out to Sunshine. Told you Sunshine. The Skyline gave them down to the end. Sunshine wasn't going to have 2 bad games in a row. Sunshine.
Man. That's how you about boy, Lonzo. That's how you about dog.
He coming, Swag.
He coming.
He coming, watch.
At third place is something the district can do because they mean you didn't squeak into the playoffs. Like it do mean something to finish third because Waxahachie been doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we gave you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, J-Mac.
Any other district,
how many times have Cedar Hill
champs?
How many times have Cedar Hill finished fourth?
This will be 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row that Waxahachie has not lost a district game outside of Duncanville or DeSoto. 3 years in a row.
True.
That's true.
That speaks volumes.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
I've been saying the same thing.
That's why I said I've been saying B-Rod, you won. Everybody think because Diggs come on here and he talking slick and he talking psychology and he sit back in his Archie Bunker chair that he did something. And I'm like, pound for pound, when you look at everything that's stacked up, he was wrong and he won't admit that he's wrong, he'll come on here and say the game didn't matter.
Well, I want to look at this camera right here, and I want to say to Indian Nation, all the Waxahachie fans, me, Swaggy, Hollywood, the OCT, I apologize for writing you guys off in week 1. I was one of the ones that said that you guys weren't going to make the playoffs. I did say that Cedar Hill was going to make it. So I apologize. Power to y'all. Yeah, because y'all did that. I got egg on my face. Bam. Hey.
Oh, shit. Oh, hey, you know what? Take a real man to apologize, man. I keep telling folks that. Ain't nothing wrong with if you're wrong, just admit it. Man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong being wrong, just admit it. Don't be like Diggs and some of the other cats out here don't want to admit when you're wrong. Don't be too proud.
J-Man, where your boy?
Too proud to say I was wrong. And I gotta
J-Man, where your boy video at? I'm tired. Where he at? The dude in court.
I want to interrupt all this good conversation we having. We're talking good now. We don't know. Ty want to come on here and beat his chest. He want everybody to see all his books in the background. So they don't want to bring Ty on, but we got to see what he wants. We can't turn Ty down.
I got a question for Ty. They got PNG second round.
Yeah.
Get him on here.
Yeah, he might be a full-time analyst after the second round anyway.
Oh, yeah. So he don't want to say too much.
There you go.
Hey, man. Hey, how y'all fellas doing?
You got PNG second round.
I just want to comment on a couple of y'all foolish comments that y'all be making, man.
Oh,
the first one
here
is,
we go.
We can't come back around and say J-Man's comment, Alonzo, was that Waxahachie had the best D-line in the district. Nobody didn't say they wasn't good. The debate was they the best? And now all of a sudden, because they beat Lancaster, now all of a sudden everybody say, oh, they the best again. But okay, neither here nor there. That's more powerful. The next thing was, when you understand playoff seeding, first of all, it's 6A. It's not split up already. Losing to Waxahachie had no bearing on Lancaster's seeding in the playoffs. Winning that game only still puts them in the same position they in when they play DeSoto. The DeSoto game is the game that can change seeding. Waxahachie game had no bearing on what they do in the playoffs. If they are able to beat DeSoto, they will be the number 1 seed in Division 2. If the Waxahachie game, not saying that they shouldn't have won or they didn't want to win, but I'm saying it has no overall bearing. So that's why the third place shit don't mean nothing.
It do mean something. That's to you.
No.
It means you in third place. How you gonna say it don't mean something if it means you in third place?
They can still get third place this week.
No, they can't.
True.
Can they?
Okay.
No, because they lost the head-to-head.
Like Todd just said, yeah. The seeding don't matter. I mean, if you don't matter, yeah.
I'm saying what's Lancaster's district record?
No, because they'll be tied if Waxahachie win.
I'm saying, what is Lancaster's district record?
They lost 4-2.
4-2. What is DeSoto's district record?
5-1.
5-1.
So if they beat DeSoto, they third place. What are y'all talking about?
Show damn right, head to head.
So they wouldn't be.
They would be third place. It would be a tie, but they would win the head to head.
Head to head. You sure right.
It would be a 3-way tie.
Then they got to go by points. Then they got to go by points.
No, listen. Y'all keep looking at it from a low, like somebody want to walk around with a third place trophy in district. I'm saying
it's about where you finish, Ty. Because you know what? One thing I know about all this talking.
It's about where you finish.
People like to disvalue stuff when it don't help their argument, and people like to value stuff when it do. Look, when you coming in third, it's coming in third.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if they win this week, they still come in third.
Coach Todd, I can't believe you. Coach Todd, I can't believe you coming on here saying this, because that's like you saying that long view game that y'all played meant absolutely nothing to your team and to y'all as coaches.
That's what I'm saying.
They wouldn't stop talking about it for 3 weeks.
No, I'm not saying that they didn't want to win the Waxahachie game.
or they ain't depressed because they lost the game and shit like that. What I'm saying, folks, if you examine it as a coach, every goal that they have can be accomplished in this week. And not only will they be the third place, or top of third place, they will become the number one seed in Division II. Like, that's the number one seed out their district. That's more important than the actual placing of the district is your seeding. Because the seeding only gives you the easier route, right or wrong.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that they lost to Waxahachie. Get on their ass for losing to Waxahachie. But what I'm saying is, if you're looking at it from a perspective of what the season and the postseason means, the Waxahachie game don't have really bearing on the postseason because it was still coming down to them with DeSoto because them the two that's going Division II.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just came over here and yelled what I've been saying before you got on. I said the game between Lancaster and DeSoto was first place, the first seed of Division II. But neither here nor there. What's up, Mr. Diggs, Professor?
Boy,
Diggs, my boy.
Apologize to Waxahachie Diggs.
Coach Todd is preaching truth. I mean, if you look at the way this is the game that matters. If they beat DeSoto, they jump over Waxahachie and DeSoto. They end second. That game against Waxahachie then means nothing. This is the game that matters.
Oh, I tell you. Now,
here we go, man. I'm telling you. You know what? If that's the case, that's the case. Next year, Coach Todd, I love you like a play brother. But don't play any pre-district games next year. Go straight into district.
Yeah.
Just go straight to district because those pre-district games don't matter. Don't scrimmage anybody.
That's not what I was saying. Like y'all keep saying
but that's what it seems like though.
No.
It seems like it does that you all are saying because here's the deal.
Okay, we got
Professor Diggs. See, I'm using this government name. Professor Diggs taught this game up during the preseason and was saying that this was a game that was going to leapfrog Lancaster above Waxahachie. All preseason long. And now it doesn't matter.
Shout out to Coach Williams from Waxahachie. He's straightening y'all out because y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Coach Williams from Waxahachie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. They got to beat DeSoto by 12, which I'm going to be honest.
That's not happening. If they win, it's not going to be about 12.
Like that what y'all keep talking about. Like y'all keep talking about what I'm saying is.
I'm waiting for the apology.
Crazy. You know what? That's just like saying DeSoto should look at their season like it's over because they didn't beat Duncanville.
What?
No one's saying that the season was over, but you're saying that game didn't matter.
No, I'm saying when you look at it, when the DeSoto Duncanville game really don't matter for shit beside a local black folk parade who won the game. That shit
he ain't lying.
When they won the first year, that Duncanville game don't mean shit. They go in the opposite playoff divisions, and that shit don't mean nothing.
But it does matter though, Coach.
We just need to do 7-on-7 to the playoffs.
Nah, because y'all keep know what I'm saying is it don't matter to your overall goal as a team. I'm saying that's the hood award.
That ain't what we do on podcast. Go ahead, Professor. We need your apology, Professor. Can we get it?
You are unfortunately y'all are making your podcast stuff, our podcast stuff, mean more than it is. Just because I made Waxahachie versus Lancaster more important doesn't mean the coaches cared about it.
You know what, Diggs? I'm gonna do this for you. I am going to rip that segment. I'm going to rip that segment when you and the Wizard was trying to reel you back, but you were going in the paint when Waxahachie lost to Capel. I watched your podcast. You were all up in your chair. I thought you were about to hit your head and crack your screen. That's how excited you were. Now, all of a sudden now, you laid back, chilling in the cut, and like ain't nothing happened. You got your booms formed, and you're sitting up there, sitting at the dock of the bay. You're not going to get away from this. Now, Coach Todd, if DeSoto had beat Duncanville, then no matter what would have happened with Lancaster, DeSoto would have been the top seed. So when you say that these games don't matter, they do matter. They do matter.
Before y'all start, let me tell you something real quick to the viewers out there. This segment is about to be sponsored by Get Y'all Popcorn Ready. It's about to be a show. Go ahead, Kevin.
This is what I'm telling y'all. It goes back to go back to the same mindset of go back. We ain't going to talk recently. We're going to go back to the 90s when J Mac was in high school and played
early 90s
for the African American Super Bowl trophy, and then everybody losing the second round. Nobody give everybody that hood. It's the same way J Mac talk about the Carter Kimball game. Then he say they the District of Broome. So what the hell do it matter?
Because it's
the fact that you made it to the playoffs. The fact that you make it though,
man, we talking about what you do in the playoffs. Like that's
but the fact that you make it, they can't nothing. No matter what happens, and I'm talking to somebody because the class that I graduated, I went to McKinney. It was a 3-way tie between us, Highland Park, and Denison. Denison beat McKinney, right, and we beat Highland Park, and so it was a 3-way tie. Back then, it was the coin flip, and Coach Poe said tails 2 times, and we. And at Highland Park, it's up there with them Scots, and that was the longest bus ride back to McKinney when we found out we didn't go to the playoffs because of a coin flip. It matters, man.
Okay,
just the fact that you can say I went to the playoffs. I think Coach Todd, because you're so used to winning, you forget what it was like before you started winning.
Lonzo.
And that's not a shot at you. It's just sometimes we get so used to winning. We forget about the teams that don't make it, the teams that are on the cusp.
You're not talking about one of them type of teams. You talking about, first of all, I'm going to tell my story. In 1994, we lost. We was a 3-way tie in my district. It was us, Samuel, and Spruce, and we lost the coin flip and didn't go to the playoffs. I ain't never playing a playoff game. Coach Sam, the next year was his first year ever going to the playoffs. So I lived the same thing you talking about. We ain't talking about no rookie teams that ain't never advanced to the playoffs. Everybody we talking about has had playoff success to some magnitude. So I'm saying the bigger picture, don't nobody care about the local hood award if you can get to the big.
So basically, Ty, you just came over here to try to piss on the podcast. We always try to have good conversation.
I'm just
come in here and tell us don't nothing matter, but we try to have some good conversation about somebody.
Yeah, like we talking about North Dallas or Joshua or a school like that. Man, we talking about Waxahachie that done been to the playoffs every year that I can think of for the last 3 years.
We're not talking about the playoffs. We talking about the game that just happened Friday.
I understand that, and I was saying as a coach, you lost that game if you Lancaster. Now you move forward and say, hey, it's a possibility for our goals in playoff seeding, the big picture thinking, to be accomplished still. Even though we lost that game. We can't get that one back. I know for y'all won't just go back and forth over who won and who lost, but I'm talking about when you start talking about big picture. Like when you thinking past what you can see.
We don't talk about big picture, and that's matter of fact, y'all tune in next week for the playoff preview. You know, that's what we talk about.
The dog see the hill, then see the hill go to the 4th round, then everybody got there hee ha ha around here.
Well, see the hill, we already discussed that.
That shows your hypocrisy because last year. But last year, if you really look at it, they was a game away from not going to the playoffs last year. So what's the big? I mean, they didn't have success.
But really, there wasn't no game away from going to the playoffs this year.
They probably was a game away.
Yeah, one game.
That one
Which game, though, Coach? Which game? Which game?
Lancaster game.
Shit, yeah. Like, come on, bro. Y'all tripping.
So Mesquite Horn took care of that. But the end of the y'all were talking about Cedar Hill's expectations because they made it to the 4th round. That's your memory of Cedar Hill, that they made it to the 4th round last year. Nobody's talking about Waxahachie's 2 and done last year. It doesn't matter. It's where you end up going. And Lancaster is thinking to themselves right now, look, if we can beat DeSoto, we are a legitimate state title contender in Division II. And we get an easier road. Big picture thinking. They already showed they can play with the elite when they played North Crowley. If they can beat DeSoto, all of this memory is done.
Or you just set yourself up. Even if you don't beat DeSoto, you set yourself up for a possible rematch the same way Cedar Hill had one last year.
But if you're playing bad ball going into the playoffs, does all this other talk really matter? I mean, since y'all come on here to basically tell us we ain't shit, so we just gonna ask y'all: do y'all believe in momentum and actually playing good going into the playoffs? Or it don't matter either. You can get blew out 70-0 and win state.
I mean, the team last year that qualified for state got beat like 70-something, didn't it?
That ain't what I asked. Yep. I bet they didn't go
but that was in the state. That was in the state game. They made it. See, the kicker is
what I'm saying is this though. As far as you talk about the teams, is all of I don't think the team. It's about the matchups when the playoffs come. Like I know y'all like to talk the regular season and the preseason schedule. Man, that shit about the playoffs, dog. Like I'm saying.
If you know that's what we like to talk about, what we talking about?
We talking about the playoffs.
Coach Todd, you just what you need to do, just give everybody, just give your whole team a bye until district starts. And it's not going to work out like you think, Coach, because that's the way you talking. Like none of these games matter.
I mean, those games do matter, and them games help prepare you for later on.
That's what I'm saying. And then
look at the teams Lancaster has lost to. I ain't just saying it for Lancaster, but I'm saying look at the teams Lancaster or Waxahachie has lost to this year. Name them teams.
Okay, Waxahachie lost to an undefeated Capel team. They lost to Capel. They lost to an undefeated Duncanville.
And who else?
And they lost to a one loss at the time, DeSoto. So you can't. So the teams that they lost to total had one loss.
Okay, so now
that one loss.
Okay, now go back and say who is Lancaster lost to this year?
Okay,
because the Hebron game is probably the only one that's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Because they lost to Aledo, they lost to North Crowley, they lost to Lewisville, they lost to
and now y'all saying they lost to a Rudy Poot Waxahachie. So Hebron and Waxahachie. By what you're saying, Coach Ty, and by what Diggle Smack is saying, should stick out like a sore thumb. That should be a message to any other team, because y'all sitting here saying that the Waxahachie game, Waxahachie the Rudy Poot team, and it doesn't matter. Now,
there you go,
we want to talk about things.
Now, what they try to do to you in the court of law, B-Rod. They try to put
I'm going to show you something. Coach Ty, I'm going to show you this. You know why Diggle Smack is over there quiet? Y'all know why Diggle Smack is quiet? Because they lost to McKinney. They lost to McKinney, and they're about to lose to Allen. So any other game that they could have picked up in district, they'd be in the playoffs. But I
bet you they think the
Plano East is going to be on that knot, sitting there with Cedar Hill. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be on the couch.
They're going
to be on the couch.
Lancaster is in the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs. Now,
but y'all still trying to say that win. You trying to tell me that district standings don't matter when Diggs did his whole standings based upon district seeding, and he left Waxahachie off his initial top 25.
And I didn't agree with that. I'm not saying I agree with that. What I'm saying is when you start doing the playoff bracket, the team, whoever in Duncanville and them district, they play the first place team or whatever district they play, is probably the fourth place team is probably better than the first place team.
Coach Tyler, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go. I want you to get over with Coach Tyler and say, can I get a pregame speech? And I want you to tell them Waxahachie Indians that game didn't matter. They're gonna run you up out there, man. You gonna be at that Baylor Hospital on 289, on 287, and you go and tell them that game don't matter. You go and tell them it don't matter, Coach.
I didn't say the game didn't matter.
You just said the game didn't matter.
He's trying to say it don't matter in the big picture, but we're not living in that big picture.
Is what I said. I'm saying in the big picture, once the game is over, you either won or lost. So from that point, you take what you can take from the game. Does that game have any bearing on XYZ? No. So okay,
it does. Coach Todd, if the Mona Lisa painting has only one eye, is it still the Mona Lisa?
Yes, if somebody said
it is. Okay, come on, Coach. We don't.
Coach,
come on, Coach.
I mean, hey, what color was the Jesus on your church wall when you were growing up?
He looked like me.
No, he didn't. Ain't no church.
Yeah, he did. He was a man of bronze.
Like no,
you want to know how I know? You want to know how I know?
You know how I know?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Put black Jesus up.
Okay, Coach Todd. I'm gonna tell you this. Do you know about Dr. Steph? Wait a minute. I'm telling you, Coach Todd. Do you know about Dr. Stephen Nash? SC Nash.
No, I know about Dr. Seeley.
Okay, then we can talk about that too. But Dr. Stephen Nash.
No, I'm saying
Dr. Stephen Nash was the pastor.
When you were growing up, J Mac, and went to church, what was the Jesus color on your church wall?
No, we know. We know.
So what I'm saying, then later on, people start saying, "Oh, that's the wrong picture." So what I'm saying is, your Mona Lisa reference really don't mean nothing to me, because that's a made man shit by somebody else.
Oh man.
Okay.
Please talk about
your little magic trick. You like doing your little sleight of hand. Let's talk about Plano East. Let's talk about this. Since we got Coach Todd on here, you can ask a man who has won titles. 2 years ago, they had that crap district, and then they barely beat Mansfield Summit in the first round of the playoffs and won a championship. That's J-Mac's point about momentum. It's about the playoffs. It's about getting going.
Yeah,
that's true.
But Pesh isn't going at all, so they can't get any momentum going. They are out. They are done. They're around here.
You keep talking about that like we're.
Pesh got New York Yankees. They got New York Yankees. We're over here.
Hey, I will say this. I plan on get off of here. We're gonna play Call of Duty, but the hell with that game. Y'all keep going.
All I'm saying is this, and I want to be clear so everybody can know. I never said Waxahachie rooted poop. I said Waxahachie's a damn good team.
Yeah,
my only reference with J-Mac was ever when he said they were the best defensive line in the district, and I said, what are you basing that on? That's all I asked.
Yeah.
I didn't say
you know what? I'm sorry, J-Mac. Go ahead, J-Mac. I got the answer for this.
I don't need nobody pulling me over and shit.
Todd don't understand when we have this show, and Diggs understand it, but you got to give your opinions and you gonna give your predictions. Now they ain't gonna be right. Like people give Diggs a hard time about the Waxahachie. I just laugh at it because I know shit, I'm wrong about stuff. So if I said at the beginning of the season, I think Waxahachie got the best D line in the district, but you know what? Okay, I'm wrong. They the second best. That make you feel better?
No, I never questioned you for your opinion. I asked you what made you come up with your analysis, and you never answered me.
Because when I saw him play, and I went off of what talking to other coaches like yourself, coaches and stuff that know them. So, and I still think they probably got the best combo DNs. I really do.
They got the best. J-Mac, don't give Coach Todd a pass. I told him he's my play brother, and I love him. But I'm gonna tell you this, Coach Todd. If a coach that is undefeated tells you that they were the best D line that they have faced and probably will face throughout the regular season, Coach Wiley at Capel, so he don't know what he's talking about because he said it.
But I didn't want to say it because I don't
I'm gonna put it out there. He said it.
But people listen. If he's basing it on what he played, he's making a sound a judgment on what he's played. Has he played to other teams in the district to get a solid analysis on the district is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying, man. That's what we do. We give opinions and predictions. It don't matter.
But he watched film.
That's what I do.
Hey, now you
Coach,
say he watched film.
Y'all watch the film. Y'all watch the film of other teams. Y'all, you sit up there and tell me that you don't watch the other teams that you play when they play other teams. Like say, we can run that play. We got the personnel to do that. Y'all don't watch. Y'all only watch.
He wasn't watching the other teams within.
It was week 2. It was
week 2. So what I'm saying is this: if you go by, I'm saying you can't say that based on playing one team and say, hey, they got one of the best. You can say they got one of the best D lines in the damn hey Swaggy. Like, what are you doing, bro? Come your hell up, man.
My bad. Popcorn got in my
Shut up.
Popcorn got in my
right here, I'm gonna put nipples out. Like, what he doing?
I'll get a popcorn out, bro. It failed.
Okay, man. We got that wrapped up.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
Let me say this.
Man, Jay Mack he was shooting a shot, and he know his shot wasn't real.
I was basing it off week 2, number 1, and it was after week 2, and after week 2, to me they was, and I predicted it, and you know what? I could do that because Duncanville D-line didn't look great against Sock on his first game of the season.
Yeah,
shit about DeSoto looked great on defense after they had just got outscored by North Crowley. I saw Lancaster in person, and I didn't think they were better than what I saw at Waxahachie. Yeah. And I didn't think that over. So I gave my prediction based off of week 2. And I said, hey, Waxahachie got the best D-line in the district. And you know what? I ain't gonna say I stand on it because I feel like Duncanville D-line is better, but they second. What you got, Diggs?
I'm just trying to figure out what point you're trying to make, because I mean, you just said, well, Duncanville's a little bit better. Then what are you standing on?
I was wrong. I'm admitting I was wrong, but he keeps saying,
J Mac, don't let them do that to you, bro. Stay strong, J Mac. Stay strong, J Mac. Don't let them do that to you. It's easy. It's easy for Duncanville's D line to look good when they are up by 20 points. So you know that quarterback has got to throw. That's a difference. When the D ends can peel their ears back and say meet you at the quarterback when they up by 30 points. J Mac, stand your ground. You are right. Do not let Diggum Smack talk you out of prediction, because he still ain't apologized to Waxahachie and Coach Tolly, and that's why he banned from Indian Stadium.
That's the thing, man. When I'm wrong, I told y'all ain't nothing wrong with admitting you wrong. I admitted. I said week 2, I thought they would be the best in the district. And ain't no problem with me saying that. Like, man, Ty just want to get over here and just argue with folks and try to come in your house and kick over your furniture and carry it on. Look, you can say you can give an opinion on week 2. You know what I'm saying? Week 2 is that what you think? That's your prediction. If you wrong, just like Diggum was wrong. Now he should just admit when he wrong. That way he won't be no more argument. You just, you're wrong.
Like Alonzo, I can admit when I'm wrong. Waxahachie did way better than I thought they would this year. They did everything. Several of you, not B-Rise, because B-Rise didn't know a damn thing about Waxahachie when we had that debate. But Flossum's dad and a couple others said they were right. Like, that's fine. Like I can admit that they were right.
No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Park in 1995 and all these other random stories he's going to tell you to distract from the fact that he's wrong on about 80% of the things he said. You lose credibility when you say something like the Colony is the best team in Lewisville ISD. You lose all. It's not even a matter of close in that point. That's like saying Thomas Jefferson is the best team in DISD. What are you saying? Like, what are you saying?
Okay, here we go. Like now I'm going to respond to you. And I admitted I was wrong with that. And I admitted by the seeding of Lancaster, because I thought, again, it was going to be the same 4. It was going to be Duncanville, DeSoto, Waxahachie, Cedar Hill, in that order. Okay, Seguin came out the gate and played like most people didn't think. They came out strong. But you have not looked in that camera. Looking directly in that camera and say, Coach Tolly, I'm sorry. We ain't heard those words come out of your mouth yet.
Coach Tolly, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm ripping that. I'm ripping this.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. That's all I need to know. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. I can go off the air now. That's all I needed.
All right, man. That's all I'm saying to y'all.
Go home, Alonzo, if you want to go home, because
Hey.
I was wrong about Waxahachie.
boy.
There ain't no debate about that. But the whole point, which is why Coach Todd and I got on, in the big picture, that game doesn't mean anything. It means absolutely nothing for goals, seedings, nothing.
So would they be?
You just lost your press pass again because y'all. I double dog dare y'all to go live, to live stream
If Lancaster
in
beat
their locker room and
it
tell them
would've
that game
meant
didn't mean
nothing to
anything. Go tell them that.
No. Well,
if it went the
do it
other
mean
way,
something
it
this
would've
week?
meant nothing
Are they
to
going to be
Waxahachie.
playing this week? Are they playing hard this week? Is Lancaster and DeSoto going to play hard this week?
I mean, you can look at it two ways. If a team does have some people banged up, you could sit them because it'd be like, shit, we feel fine being the second place team in Division 2, and we gonna get that extra week to get healthy. I mean, it's a lot of strategy to go in this shit besides just going out there and kicking out the ball. Because when you're looking at the big picture, now I know everybody got the hood to hood rivalries and shit, but we need to say that for the project where Highland Hill play Bonton and Park Road play Singing Hills and all that type of shit. When you're looking for the grand picture, it's a lot bigger than a lot of local eyes can see. And ain't a lot of people been to the mountaintop, so I'm trying to tell you what it looked like.
Alonzo, you should listen to him. That is some wisdom right there.
I'll take the words in. But again, Coach, you went down there and you played North Shore. Yeah. So you tell them young men before y'all packed up and got on that bus and spent the night and spent all that money to go down there. You tell them, guys, this game don't matter. There's no way you did that, Coach. There's no way you did that.
No. I never said that. Listen to what I'm saying, Lonzo. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna break it to tracks for you, okay? You got some meat you go run it. Just because you may want your people to fill out some other teams, but you're not really worried about if you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. But you're just trying to get them seasons for when it come around when it's real money time, and that's what I'm saying with football. You getting them season. We were getting our kids season for money time. If we win, hell yeah, do we want to win? We want to win. But a loss ain't detrimental to us because the goal is to play 16 games. The goal not to win just the one important game of the year that everybody in the hood wants you to win. Because when
Duncanville, we want to hear the end of that shit. I don't care if they win state or not.
I mean, but hell yeah, because who else gonna be this the point though? Who else is beating those caliber teams?
But so it matters then.
Do you listen to what I say? Or
I'm hearing what you're saying. All I'm saying is you can't poo-poo other folks and then tell me your poo-poo smell better.
I didn't ever say the poo-poo smell better. I say as a coach, I was always instructed that the goal is to play 16 games. That's just like when I first came to SOC. They used to always talk about in 97, we was 10-0. And I said, well, what happened after the 10? Oh, we lost in the first round. How I was accustomed to was that's a failure. Because I'd have rather won 9-1 and then went 9-1 and then won 3 rounds in the playoffs. So, Lonzo, you're right. I've been coaching 24 years and I've been to the playoffs every 24 years of my career. I've only lost in the first round as a coach, period, 2 times out of them years.
But I'm saying those games matter. I'm gonna ask you a question. Can I ask something, Coach Todd? Can I ask you something? I gotta ask. Well, it's a 2-part question. What week did y'all play Longview?
Week 3.
Week 3. What week did Shreveport come in and play Longview?
Week 4.
Now, here's what happened. Because I watched the game, because I listened to that Rudy Poop Longview broadcast and the jackleg broadcast. How they were talking smack all in the booth when they were on top of y'all. And y'all came back and won because they hadn't lost in their stadium since heck was a pup. And then they were still feeling it because now, let me go back to my musical days. Y'all were always on their mind. And they lost to Shreveport the very next week. But the games didn't matter. Y'all ruined their home winning streak, and they turned around and lost back to back. And the people in Longview lost their cotton picking minds.
Okay, have you ever
it
heard
has an impact on your psyche.
No part intended.
Have you ever heard the saying, don't like sometimes, and this is what happened to a lot of good teams, especially play rivalry games. You get so caught up in winning a game that you lose the next one, or you lose the one that really means something. So what I'm saying is, yeah, you want to win the game. But if you don't win the game, it's still stuff you take from the game that prepares you for the big picture. And what I'm saying is, we playing them games we practicing our art during them games, and we fine tuning it through district. But the playoffs is where it counts. Wouldn't nobody give a damn about soccer coach Todd if we were 10-0 and lost to Lovejoy?
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would.
No, they wouldn't. They would say, how we do, we just got talent and we can't coach.
I don't say that. I don't say that.
But every year, if that was the case, if we were 10-0 and lost to them teams, then you need to say that. It's warranted. So what I'm saying is
Coach, but Coach, because you came on here, because Coach Stillwell was on here and J-Mac, and like I said, that was that one night that everybody left, and it was you and J-Mac, and I was in the chat, and y'all was after midnight. It was a midnight special. Late with North Shore. Had y'all won that game, Coach, we wouldn't have been able to tell you anything. We would have had to rope your ankles to keep you down from floating into outer space. You would have been up there in the stratosphere, man. And it was little things. It was little things that y'all really beat yourselves. Because I watched the game. Y'all beat yourselves, and then it got out of hand. So you can't sit up here and say these games don't matter, Coach.
But I'm saying, yeah, if we'd have beaten North Shore, I would have been excited. Because we would have accomplished something that only 2 teams in Texas, probably the last 5 years, done. But
it don't matter though, because it was
North Shore and lost in the second round of the playoffs. Hell no, I don't want that shit no more. I want the goddamn playoff win. The only thing they give you trophies for, them plaques is, and gold balls is playoff wins. You don't get that shit for the other thing. I don't want no Oak Cliff Super Bowl trophy. I don't want no goddamn. I don't want no.
Now we dissing Oak Cliff. Now we dissing Oak Cliff.
Because a whole bunch of people done won a lot of them trophies. The only one people respect at the table is when you go get that goddamn UIL trophy instead of that shit.
Hey man, let me stop. Let's just hold tight. I gotta ask Diggs a question. Diggs, we're gonna change subject real quick. I need to know what the hell happened to Melissa. What's happening in Melissa, man? Melissa,
here we go.
Won't even make the playoffs.
Okay,
please tell us that.
I mean, I could give you some hot sports opinions, but there was a warm up that Ward taped about, taping with the head coach, and he was asking him stuff, and it was like his brain was not there at that point. That coach over there, it was just like, well, we just want to be competitive. It wasn't about winning. It wasn't about championships, about staying healthy. And you can't have that kind of mindset in that kind of district. You got to go out there and win and think of the big picture. Melissa, I think they're one of the bigger lemon booties of the year. I didn't like the coaching job over there. I felt like they were just too big on their talent. Like, we got D1 players at just about every position. And they sat on their laurels, and they didn't think that a team like Walnut Grove or a little 4A team like Anna could go in there and beat them up. And they did. I mean, even, to give Alonzo credit as far as that, Anna was 3 points away from beating Melissa. Melissa was just a little bit off all year, and they never had the urgency to fix it. It was embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed right now if I was from Melissa.
In that game, they had again home field advantage because we call it the incomplete fumble. And Ziondre was throwing the ball went forward, and they called it a fumble, and that was the game because Anna was driving. And that's what I said. And that's what I said at the beginning of the season. I thought that it would be Emerson. I didn't see Walnut Grove coming. Honestly, I didn't. I thought it would be Emerson. I thought it would be Anna. Then I thought it would be Lovejoy, and then Melissa, because Melissa lost a lot last year. That was the team when they were talking bully ball. And I'm not going to say the name because he's going to come up again, but they got smacked by a particular team, particular coach. And that was it, because that was the year that they were stacked with seniors. And coming back this year, like you said, they thought that they had won district when they beat Anna. That was their mentality on that field that night. And they were talking like, yeah, and now, and that's why I said, when it goes back to you have players that think because we're here all the time, if we just show up, we're going to get this W. And no one realized how good Walnut Grove was but Anna. Because like I say, I was live and up close right there, and I saw that quarterback, I saw that receiver, and I saw Cam Newton. And I knew then, and Mark, if you don't hear Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, when he did his write-up, I knew that Walnut Grove was going to go in there and take it because Melissa has no answer for a dominating running back like Cam Newton. They didn't have a response, so they just opened up the passing game, and that freshman quarterback is the real deal. He was walking around like Broadway Joe. Now I'm telling my age. Y'all know about that Joe Namath. Yeah. He was walking around with them little girls on the field after the game like Broadway Joe, man. He might well have a chinchilla on. He is just that dude. And Melissa thought, like you said, they want to try to stay healthy. They want to talk about this is what we're going to do last year. We're going to try to get in there, and we're going to smack around, and we're going to play bully ball with sock. And, hey, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. So now they out. So now you got Pesh out. You got Melissa out. Man, Mac Dick, you're running out of places to go because you can't come to Anna's game. You can't come to Kimball game. You can't come to Carter game. Where you gonna go, man? You can't go to Waxahachie. What games are you gonna go to?
Where the hell I want to go, Alonzo?
You can't go to Allen. You can't go to Allen game. That's out.
Coach Nelson would shake my hand and give me a hug if I went to a Waxahachie game. He don't care as much as you think he does about like any sort of negativity.
I'll tell Coach he better make sure he got Kevlar vest on because you be putting knives in people's backs, man. I'm just so glad that you apologize to Coach Tyler. I know. Oh yeah, you can go to sock games. I see you can go to soccer because I see Coach Todd is riding you like Seattle Sloop. He thinks that you are the catch meow. So you can go to sock. You can go to soccer games.
Hey.
At least I'd be going to a team that's going to play 6 playoff games, unlike you, sir.
Okay, you keep talking. Because, see, I know some inside information. Anna will get out of the first round, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to revisit this again.
Like this is my point to y'all. And I know y'all got podcasts and all this. But I know it's a lot of people. See, people say they really want us to win, but they writing their jokes for when we don't. So you really can't be two-faced. But so no matter what happened with sock, like I want you to like Jay, this shit go back to 2005, and we've been getting medals a long time. Like them a couple consolation trophies too, with a couple of championship trophies. So hey, we coming for all y'all ass.
I don't know how we got on.
Okay.
I was just wondering.
Who been giving you a hard time, Coach Todd? Can you name names? Because I like people to name that. Can you name names?
Let me say something.
Hold on. Let's see what Swagger say.
All right, Todd. It's like this. This is the honest to God truth. We're gonna leave it truthful tonight. Do I have anything against y'all, you or your ball club? No. I think y'all are extremely talented. I think y'all over the years has been one of the most talented teams that I've seen in a long time. I tell you once, I tell you again. I am with y'all 100%. I can't stand y'all fan base. But football team, I got no respect. I love y'all. Coaching staff, we fall, all y'all. I think y'all the most wonderful guys to be on the sideline with, having fun with. I ain't gonna say y'all fan base in general. Probably about 2 people out y'all fan base I just do not like. But other than that, I root for y'all. Y'all DISD. At the end of the day, I want to see y'all. I want to see Carter. I want to see Kimball. Hell, when Skyline get back where they supposed to be, I want to see Skyline. At the end of the day, I want to see all of us walk that green mile and hold this. At the end of the day, that's all it's about. So right now,
in the second round, we all gonna be watching soccer. We already know that. So look.
So next week.
so look,
next week.
Can I get my questions out to Professor D? So I'm gonna get off here. So I'm trying to get some D's questions in because we got the professor here. Y'all let me talk to White Jesus. Professor, all knowing. Does Walnut does Walnut Grove have a chance to make a run?
And that there's a lot of parity in that region. I mean, you got Argyll, you got all the teams in that district right now. It looks like the West Texas teams are not playing very well. Lubbock Cooper's taken a step down after beating Lovejoy. So absolutely, I think Argyll is the favorite in that region right now. But I wouldn't put, I think you could legitimately look at 6 teams that could potentially win that region at this point because there's not a big difference between any of them right now.
You know why he was gonna say that though, J Mac? You know why?
Why?
Because if he'd give Walnut Grove credit, he would have had to give CU credit for being the only team that beat Walnut Grove. You see how he does it? You see how he finagles his way? You see how he does the word salad? You see how he just
he wasn't even thinking about CU.
Yeah, he was because he's got to recognize that victory. He's got to recognize because for he to say that Walnut Grove is going to go deep, then he has to say CU is going to go deep. But he can't say that. He can't form his mouth to give Texhoma any type of credit. And we ain't talked about the other. And we ain't even talked about the other undefeated team, the undefeated team at Texhoma, Salina. We ain't even talked about Salina tonight.
We ain't got a chance. Y'all came and hijacked
that game is locked in, Alonzo. It's Colleyville Heritage versus Anna. That's all that matters. And I like Colleyville Heritage, by the way, in that game, just like I did in preseason.
You gonna be you come to that game because Pesh is done. Pesh is done in football. They done in basketball. They done in badminton. They done in any sport. They done in debate. So you come to that game, and I'm gonna sit with you.
Let me say this to this. Matt, you're my boy, you're my wrestling buddy. I love you to death. But Colleyville Heritage don't have a snowball chance in hell to beat Anna. And I'm going to tell you why. I've seen Colleyville Heritage up close and personal this year. They don't impress me at all. I mean, at all. So I think Anna gonna really take that belt out and whoop some ass with it.
Now.
But the problem is,
would that be a home
they've been
playing
in this district.
They'll be playing in Colleyville. They'll be playing in Colleyville.
Yeah, in Colleyville.
Yeah,
and I'm out there playing them at Sigleville. They're not gonna be
really good defense. And if you look at the teams that CU has played that have had decent defenses, they wilt. I mean, you look at that Melissa game, they wilted in that game. They only got 3 touchdowns in that game. Colleyville Heritage is going to keep Anna right around 20, 25 points, and Anna can't win those kind of games. Anna can win the 40s and the 50 games, like that game against Walnut Grove, but they can't win the games in the 20s.
So you're going to sit up here and tell me that Walnut Grove's defense is not good. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I said.
Because you need to go back and look at that final score. You need to go back and look at that final score of that game. You need to go back and look at that final score of that game. That's why I said you cannot give Walnut Grove credit because then you have to turn around and you're going to have to give CU credit.
Every team in that district has all beaten each other. I mean, we've lost that point. I mean, you can't say this team beat that team because Anna lost to Melissa. You lost to a team that didn't make the playoffs, Lonzo. I mean, it goes both ways.
And I told you about the defense. And the defense came up. Did not the defense come alive? And I'm going to say this.
You beat a district champion and lost to a team that didn't make the playoffs. I mean, it kind of cancels each other out at some point.
I mean, we're spending too much time on Anna.
Well,
why we spending so much time on Anna and they were defending champs from last year?
I know, but
we can't talk about defending champ.
I'm saying Anna is like a good team, but this wasn't for Anna. No, this is for FUBU teams. So we have given y'all grace by talking about Anna, but we ain't finna just sit here a whole 30 minutes in debate about Anna.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. We spent an hour talking about a game that y'all said don't even matter.
You
came in the paint. You jumped in, and I don't know if it was B-Rise or who gave you the link, because you were like, send me the link like I'm Earl Campbell, and you came in and you wanted the link and you got it, and you sat up here for an hour and you talked about this game don't matter. And then you came on there talking about, yeah, it did, and everybody else, when everybody counted Waxahachie out. But now we can't talk about Anna. Why?
I didn't care about that.
Is it the reason why we can't talk about Anna? Is it perhaps because maybe one of the matchup teams that y'all gonna see?
Because like Anna got money, they can go buy their own damn podcast.
Like, they do have their own podcast.
We're gonna sprinkle a little time for Anna and all that shit, but we're gonna bring
Sock got money too. Don't act like Sock don't have money. Y'all come out there with new uniforms on. Y'all come out there looking like Oregon every week. Y'all got a new. Y'all change uniforms at halftime. So y'all got like money.
The bad new birds.
Y'all come out there every week. Y'all got something new on. Y'all come out in the all white that you can't see the numbers. And Long we was talking about y'all. So we don't even know what number that is. They getting all mad. Y'all did that on purpose with the all white. Then y'all come out and y'all. I'm telling you, Coach, y'all got money. Don't act like y'all don't have money.
By the way, Ty, who do y'all got first round? You know yet?
More than likely to be the winner of Turl and Poteet.
Oh, okay.
You know how that's gonna end. We already know how that's gonna end.
Hey, did Turl beat Crandall? I ain't seen no scores.
Nah, they lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Terrell will be a favorite to beat Poteet because Ennis just beat him by 50. So,
damn.
I tell you what, man, that the battle of 175 is coming for the first week of the playoff. We might get a Singleville Crandall.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's talk about that. Singleville Allison, winner take all.
I love it. You know,
Coach Bill Will in that film room. Y'all not gonna see him until Thursday morning when he gonna come up.
That's why he ain't here tonight. He's studying. He gonna know everything Allison gonna do. He gonna know what they ate for lunch. He gonna know what they had for breakfast. They ready. Y'all get ready for them dragons.
Already.
Yep. He the last of the good guys. Need to punch that ticket.
Man, that's a good guy.
Are we good again, man? Are we good? Because you said we can't talk about the defending state champ. We can't talk about them.
I mean, no, I didn't say we can't talk about it.
They talk about everybody. We talk about up north.
No. This podcast wasn't for everybody in the beginning.
It's for everybody now. What they say right there?
Like you still levels to this shit.
But Coach, I was invited on as a special guest because teams up north are starting to win too. Teams up north are starting. We got players too.
Up there too. Hey, we gonna talk about the whites, the blacks. We gonna talk about it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
We talk about everybody.
Like, yeah, but they didn't want to come on till some other people came on first.
Hey, man, you know what? We couldn't go in the back. We couldn't go through the front door back in the day, but we can now. So, hey, what we tripping on?
I got a good one. I got a real good one. Seguin Summit. Winner take all.
Mm-hmm.
That's a J-Mac pick'em game.
Winner go home. Yep.
Yeah, Summit probably gonna win. I think Summit at home too, right?
Yeah.
It's at Mansfield, yeah.
Yep.
I think what people are saying, J-Mac, I'm reading the chat over there. People don't want to be reading about these third place teams. We want to talk about Anna. You want to talk about,
okay.
You want to talk about McKinney.
I got a good one for you. Holland Park Midlothian. Holland Park Midlothian.
Third place.
You hear me, dig? Holland Park Midlothian. This your title game.
That's a district title game. That's going to be a 40-point ass whipping right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to Coach Peter at Midland. Shout out to Coach Tillman. Shout out to Coach Tillman at Midland. And when he make you eat your words, dig them smack, we're gonna come back. So everybody wants to talk. Let's talk, like I say, talk about first base team. We ain't talk about those Solana. We ain't talk about those GA Moores. We can just talk about first place teams. We can do that.
I'm gonna be real about it. I'm gonna be real about it, though. I'm gonna be real about this, though. I'm gonna be as real as I can about this. There is nobody that can touch them dudes. They're on a whole nother level. They balling out there. When they whooped Panther Creek ass what they did, I just told myself, them dudes are for real.
They are. I mean, Salina's playing great football. Panther Creek is crazy. Wanted to fact check you on something, Alonzo. I forgot about it. They didn't play Shreveport. They played Ruston. I know it's all kind of there. But Ruston had every single week in their non-district, they came over to Texas and whipped somebody's ass. They beat Midland by 50. They beat Stephenville by 50. I mean, they're a really good team. So don't.
How far is Ruston from Shreveport?
I don't. 2 hours.
Yeah,
what,
I mean,
at 120.
Yeah, you just keep going. You just keep going straight. But anyway, it was a Louisiana team that Longview, because they were still mad about what Sock did to them the week before, because the broadcasters were still talking about it. They were mad. These games matter. Really? And the psyche of 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old young men, these games matter.
Okay, we gotta revisit that. Go ahead.
So what are the first place teams? Everybody talking about first. So we're just gonna deal with first. What first place teams have we not covered? Because I know because we barely touched on Allen. I know like I say, the first place teams all over the place.
I do know this though. I do know this. Every year, it never failed. There's always a unbeaten goes down in round one.
Yep.
Every year, a fourth place team shocked the world.
You want one of that? Because if you get Coppell in the round, it might be Coppell.
Man, we are thinking alike. I'm finna tell you the same exact thing. Coppell goes home round one.
Who Coppell play?
Who they play?
If neither of the Plano schools make it, they'll play Prosper in round one.
Coppell goes home round one if they play Prosper.
Coppell.
It's always one. It's a 10-0 every year. Someone 10-0 falls.
The reason why I say no is because Prosper doesn't have any speed this year. They do not have speed.
That's because you haven't seen Coppell play. Coppell will beat Prosper.
They're gonna run circles around Prosper because if again, just like Allen did when Allen jumped on top of Prosper, Prosper had no response to that because they don't have a quarterback. They don't have receivers that's gonna go deep.
You just said the magic words, though. Who they got first round? Who Allen got first round?
Allen's got Lewisville in the first round, and that's
who it might be.
That's the one.
That's who it might be.
Still upset.
Yeah, that's who it might be. I changed my mind. I'm going with Allen if they play Lewisville.
God damn.
I had to.
And remember, Lewisville just beat Geyer, and it wasn't even that close.
Geyer's not good this year, and their quarterback, and I'll say it again, is overrated. I said that at the beginning of the year because I saw him when he played at Rock Hill. He is overrated. Geyer is down. You can't lose those brothers. You can't lose Jackson Arnold. All this within the last, 2-3 years. They're depleted. They are not the same Geyer that we're used to.
Okay,
they're not.
Who's 10-0 going into the playoffs? We know Duncanville is. They 9-0. They're gonna be 9-0. West Mesquite, that's one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Allen, that's 2. Who else undefeated?
Don't be writing off playing who he's playing yet. At least
Coppell's undefeated.
Coppell.
Hold on, real quick, Swag. How do you see that West Mesquite and Frisco
Wakeland? Wakeland's gonna beat them if they play.
See, I told y'all don't listen.
But that's it, because Alonzo's other favorite team, McKinney North, might have a little bit of a lemon booty and drop down to 4, which I bet West Mesquite would want to see. That West Mesquite does not want to see Wakeland. They'd rather see McKinney North.
I tried to tell them, Diggs, but
you're just saying that. No, Diggs is saying that because Wakeland gives him a pass to all the games. He's got a season pass to Frisco Wakeland games. That's why he's saying that. See, I watch the games that he goes to because he's always tagging me. Look where I am. I'm in the booth. Look at me. Look at me. I'm Superman. Woo! Up in the booth. So they give him a season pass to come up there in the booth, and they give him all the hot dogs that he wants, and he sit there and all the chili cheese fries, and he sits up there in the press box. But I'm telling you, West Mesquite speed, Wakeland hasn't seen a team like that. They have not.
Hey, who do North Crowley got first round? Anybody know?
Byron Nelson.
Byron Nelson.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ain't no.
Yeah.
Ain't no. That's a 40. That's a 40 burger.
Who South Lake Curl got first round?
Midland or Mansfield Legacy or something.
Oh shit! Never mind. They're gonna beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, they're gonna beat them.
I'm just trying to compare the undefeateds. Okay, my pick for the undefeated, I'm definitely gonna go with Allen and Lewisville if they play. I got Lewisville.
They will play. That's locked in.
Okay, I got Lewisville. That's the unbeaten goes now. Allen first round. Go.
Before we get out, hey, Diggs, 11-4-8. Does any one of them win first round?
No, it's who is 11-4-8?
I thought that ain't part of them district.
8-4-8.
8-4-8.
8-4-8. I'm sorry. 8-4-8.
I knew what he was talking about. 7-4-8, 4-8. Nah, they're getting swept.
No, not so fast, my friend. Carter, if we get Sulphur Springs again, we're gonna kick their ass again 3 years in a row. If we get Panther Creek, we getting our get back. Kimball is gonna beat Aubrey.
Oh, so now you predicted 2 wins.
Now, as far as the other two go, they need a hope and a prayer. But us two, we're winning. Kimball and Carter are getting out the first round. I said it once, I'll say it again. Kimball, Carter, Sock. DISD gonna be standing tall after week 1.
I think you're 1/3 right, Swaggy.
Hey, man.
I think all of Dallas will be following Sock after week 1.
Hey, man.
Hey, we heard that 2 years ago. We heard that 2 years ago, and we shocked the damn world.
Well, I ain't no shocking this year. But hey, I'm gonna leave a little wiggle room. If it is, then I already told you where to meet me at.
Well, you gotta remember this though. You gotta remember this. We was a fumble away on the 1 yard line from going to third round against Lake Worth, and we was a mistake away from beating Stephenville last year. So we there. I mean, if we're looking at Alvarado in the second round, if we do get past Sulphur Springs or Panther Creek, that's not a good consolation prize, but it is what it is. Now, Alvarado is another team nobody talking about. Nobody.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
Nobody talking about. They are playing some football down there.
Who is that?
67. Alvarado is balling.
Alvarado.
They're balling. They're whooping ass.
I don't know about no Alvarado.
They dropping people.
Yeah, but they're dropping bad teams. Every year we see a team that just goes out there and whips bad teams in a bad district, and then they get their reckoning in the playoffs. I tap the brakes a little bit on Alvarado. They're not a bad team. They're just not an elite team.
Yeah.
B-Rod's gone.
Yeah, B-Rod's gone.
Get
out of here.
He's fall back. He's sleepy.
Coach Carl wants to say bye. I guess I don't know what.
It's Call of Duty time.
Yeah, but tell you what, man, this was fun. Lonzo, you bring a lot of excitement. Now you bring a lot of, you drive Lamar. You and Lamar gonna have to go work this out. We might have to.
Oh man, like the
Joker in Batman. We might have to just break a pool stick in half and tell y'all to figure this out.
Lyman Booty, nah, man, because you know what he's gonna do. You already know what Lyman Booty's gonna do. He's gonna come on there and he gonna have the backdrop of the U, and he gonna have his phone up like this. You know who I am. You see where I am. That's all he gonna say. And then his phone gonna cut out because his Wi-Fi bad. I don't have time to be dealing with Lyman Booty. I don't. Because I gotta ask Coach Todd something before we go. I really do. Coach Todd. Are you gonna make sure that J-Mac gets his press pass this year when y'all go to AT&T?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, they came out with some new rules too. I'm gonna try the best I can to accommodate who I can. But it be tough, like, cause you know our entourage so goddamn big.
Yeah. Well, you know the mainstream media, they were afraid to even talk to y'all. You know how they were talking about going in the locker room. See, I was watching all that on that bootleg weight room app, and they were doing all that. They were scared to go in there and talk to you.
Nah, I don't know about my locker room. Nah, that shit's sacred.
Yeah, nobody go in the locker room.
Hey, man, I need that after work for state. So we ain't gonna diss them too hard. Not yet.
I'm gonna be lying. I'm just gonna go to the game. I'm not gonna deal with them because whoever you sent out there, if you did it, coach, they were so shook. When I tell you they were shook, they couldn't even get the right words to say. They teleprompter went out and they would just sounded like JJ Fast. Yeah, that was it. They couldn't talk.
Yeah,
because I don't know what you did.
No, I don't got nobody in the locker room. No. I mean, I think that's like a sanctuary where the only people that supposed to know what went on is the people that was in there. Everybody else can you don't know if it's the truth or if it ain't the truth, But them people in them walls, it's like a secret society.
Hey, Matt, Matt, what game you got this week?
I haven't figured out my Friday game. Plano East and Allen will be my Thursday game. There's not really a lot of interesting Friday games going on. 8-6A is probably the most interesting district right now with got 5 teams eligible for 3 spots with Arlington, Lamar, South Grand Prairie, Haltom, and Bowie in there. South Grand Prairie can go 2nd place or 5th place. So maybe a game over there. We'll find out, but Thursday I'm going to go mourn the ending of Plano East for Alonzo and say goodbye to the Panthers against Allen. But you know what? When you're playing a team like that, that's like a first round playoff game. You're there. You have a chance. That's all you can ask for.
That's it.
Hey, J man, before you go, though, I'm gonna tell you one thing too. We're like when you try to comment on the little picture with the Texas coaches and shit. Hey,
you had double hook 'em.
I did, man. I was just throwing it up. I guess that was what it is. But the funny thing is when I been there talking to that man, I didn't know I'd be saying the name wrong till the coaches told me after he left.
He didn't want to correct you.
I was calling his ass Shark.
Damn.
I asked them coaches, they like, man, God damn, I tried to text you, man. You keep saying
But you know what, coach? You're looking out for your players though, because you had these coaches stopping by, and I always salute you for that. Because we got some buster coaches out here that won't even get the community college to come visit their campuses.
Yeah, Coach Traylor do a good job.
Yeah,
I was trying to get Coach Kimball with her. Like I didn't give them about the other shit.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, Coach. I was just happy that you took the picture. Whatever the reason was, it don't even matter. You threw up the hook and you was there. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, really for Coach, Coach we probably want to take the pictures, but
yeah, my man. I'm glad you did it, and I hope you don't take it with nobody else. Let that be it might be worth some money later on in life.
Man, that shit ain't gonna be worth it.
Let me hijack something real quick and let me give Alonzo a speech because I'm looking at the chat. We like to shout out our chat guys. Alonzo, give us the speech for Coach Tillman why Midlothian beats Highland Park.
Ooh.
Because if you watch the good guys, they study harder and they utilize their best players and put them in the best positions to win. That's why I say they're going to walk in there and they're going to shock Highland Park. Highland Park is beatable.
You didn't believe that. It's like you had to form your thoughts there. Like you're just trying to get something out.
He did. Any team that get blew out by Cedar Hill is not going to be Highland Park.
Everybody has a hiccup game, but did you not see how Midlothian how they have bounced back?
That's what
look at their overall record and what they've done.
Good, but they down for the go. Is it in Highland Park or in Midlothian?
It's in Midlothian.
It's in Midlothian.
They got a puncher's chance.
Y'all gonna be shocked. We're gonna come back and revisit this, and I'm glad people in the chat. It's one thing I'll say this, and I apologize, and I will be done. I saw it was I think Noble DeMarco King that was saying about the quarterback when I mentioned earlier about old ship of Zion Dre going both ways. Is Zion Dre? There's my man, Coach Stillwell. Zion Dre is a unique athlete who can play both ways. He used to be a running back. So when you say that you don't have a quarterback, you obviously have not watched Zion Dre play. Because anybody that's out there can tell you that young man can ball. And he will be back again next year. He's just a junior. So I wanted to clear that up because I saw that it was a couple of hours ago, but we wasn't on that subject then. But to say that you don't have a quarterback and Zion Dre, oh, my friend, you need to go watch some film. You need to go watch some film. He's right up there. Like I say, you got the young man in Duncanville. You got the young man at Crowley. You got something up there, but you gotta put Zion Dre up there with the rest of them. That young man can go.
Okay, we'll see. Hey, Coach Will, it's glad you come to say your goodbyes because we headed out.
All right, well, man, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you up, bud. I just want to say hello. That's all.
You been in the film room, man? We figured you was in that film room for the big showdown.
That yeah, man. You know, shoot, it's do or die.
This is.
You know what I mean? I don't want to see y'all on the sidelines week one.
That's the game, Diggle Smack. That's the game you need to be going to.
Hey, that's the game I'm gonna be at, because that's gonna be the game.
That's Thursday night, man.
I want to throw a question to J-Mac and Swaggy into the bigger group because this is a controversial question, but it's been in my head the last week. Is Lancaster a better team with their sophomore quarterback and not their senior stud?
Ooh. God.
Because they look real nice. I know it's Mesquite, but everything was popping with that kid in there.
Yeah.
Just say.
I ain't gonna lie, the sophomore seemed like he got a little bit more it to him, so to speak, you know. But I mean, they don't went this far, man. I probably would ride it out with my senior.
To answer your question, I'm a huge Carter Jones fan.
It's fair point. I'm just asking the question. I don't have an answer.
It's
just asking the question.
I just don't think you change now. I think you got to ride it out.
I've been calling for Carter Jones for 2 years, and they finally committed to him. So, yeah.
Well, Willow, I know you're getting ready. We looking forward to it, and man, if you get past Adamson, we might have a 175 showdown. That's even better.
J-Mac, let me clear up something real quick because I see some comments in the chat that's going a little south. Bradshaw, I'm looking in the camera. You can hear me. No, I did not say that. I said I don't like two of y'all fans.
I don't know.
Just two.
Keep bringing it up, man. Just
they having a whole group discussion about it in the group chat in the chat. But yeah,
just let it go. Don't bring up the fans no more, brother. Just
y'all. I like Sock. I care for Sock. I care for everything about Sock.
You never heard Diggs say, "I don't like fake. I don't like them fake." He just keep it rolling.
Okay, well, I don't like two people in a group. That's better. There.
I even like the Waxahachie fans. Alonzo's one of my favorite people in the world, even though he's wrong about more than he's right about. You just gotta embrace the hate.
That's it.
No, we're gonna line everything up. But what you do, Diggle Smack, you were just like Stephen A. Smith. You are my picks are fluid. You change, you like the wind. You turn around like, oh no, well, this team is on top. And I didn't say that. That's why I just keep ripping your videos. Like I said, when you bump your head on the screen, talking about Waxahachie, but you need to change up. You need to go, because I'm going to support my man, Coach still will. And when they take it over the top, like I say, he's the last of the good guys that need to punch that ticket. We can't leave the train, cannot leave the station.
You have one of the craziest philosophies that you're supposed to stick with your preseason picks for 11 weeks no matter what happens. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Things change, and you can't acknowledge that. You can't recognize
you're week to week. You're day to day to make it seem like you're right.
You have to be week to week. Things change, Alonzo, from week to week.
Well, I'm starting a podcast, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to call it the Great Flip Flopper.
Your
That's what I'm gonna do.
Will was not in the playoffs 2 weeks ago. Now we have a chance to make the playoffs. Things change.
I'm gonna go so far as I'm gonna flip flop it at halftime. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change whatever my picks were at halftime.
Oh my God! I tell you what.
And no, Forney will not punch their ticket. Rockwall Heath wins.
No.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. That's a winner take all. That's a winner take all game.
Winner take all.
Yep. Winner take all.
Ooh.
Remember, Rockwall Heath should have beat Longview.
J Mac, I got a question. I don't even have to be on here, but can you revisit what we talked about, the jump from 4A to 5A versus 5A to 6A? Because those teams that jump up to 6A are looking kind of shady.
That's our season discussion. Let the season play out.
Yeah, never mind.
That's why I said revisit it. That's why I said if you can.
Yeah. Well, that's all.
Go tell Longview they're not a district champion.
Alexa, turn on my PlayStation.
Playoffs, Alonzo. Go tell them.
Longview has been 6A, but we're gonna revisit it if we can.
Hey, fellas, appreciate y'all, man.
Alexa, shut up.
Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear with